daylight savings to deal with too.
What is that tonight?
Yeah, so that means
Tonight.
it's really
Right
2
now.
o'clock now, not 1 o'clock technically, right?
Yeah,
Is it? I thought the time shift was at
maybe it's like
2.
2 a.m.
Yeah,
It's
so we'll get 2 a.m. twice.
Oh, is that
Like,
so,
it doesn't really matter.
so wait, when it hits 2, does it jump to 3? Is that the deal?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's spring forward. I always fuck that. I hate daylight saving time. It's bullshit.
they need to get rid of it.
It's archaic as fuck.
Yeah.
Even the people that they designed it for, they don't even fucking use it anymore. What's up, guys?
Putin's behind it all. I'm sure of it.
I'm
Yep.
sure. Well, I'm sure Gorbachev made it up, and this is just his
How was the
legacy.
show?
Yeah, how's the show, Monolord?
Mm.
Who did they play with?
Fire Breather. That was the other touring band, and then they had what was it? Iron Mountain. It's a Detroit-based fucking droning sludge band.
Oh yeah, I was just
dude, they were heavy.
I just heard something about Iron Man.
Yeah,
recently this
what's
week
up, man?
actually. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, they were really good. Fire Breather. They sound like High on Fire. They're from Sweden, and like kind of like halfway step between High on Fire and Sleep because they're a little bit more groovy. And I bought both of their albums because they fucking whooped ass live.
Nice.
And yeah, if you like High on Fire, yeah, you'll dig them. And dude, Monolord was incredible.
Where are they from? Sweden?
They're from Sweden, yeah. Yeah, they even had a giant patch, except they took their logo and put it in the famous Swedish death metal font. And I was like, I almost kind of want that.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I did get some shirts too, just because.
Yeah, let's see the merch haul here.
Yeah, let's see. I got, what is this? This is the Monolord shirt, and they know what they're about.
Fuzz.
Buzz.
I've been listening to a lot of Stoner this week.
Dude, their
for
tone.
420. Their
tone is so goddamn good. It's, dude, a lot of it is the bassist. The bassist was doing all sorts of like weird fucking phaser effects and shit. And dude, it's massive sounding. It was ridiculous. And then snagged one for Fire Breather, which, you know, pretty cool logo. I kind of dig the whole vibe of that. I mean, you don't even need to ask what this band's about. You're like, oh yeah, they're Stoner, aren't they? You're like, oh yeah. You kidding? Yeah, that was it for the merch hole. But yeah.
Did you go with John?
Yep. No, not. I went with my brother-in-law, John. But Jam and John decided to stand down because a friend of ours' band was playing, and he hadn't seen him in a while, so he went to go hang out. But we're gonna go see Immolation next week. So.
So are you gonna go?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
I figured.
Mortiferum.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and Black Anvil too was on our bill. We don't get.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think we get Imperial Triumphant for this one.
Oh, that's all right. Black Anvil's pretty good.
That's
good.
Yeah,
that's good. I dig Black Anvil. I have like all their
bill.
stuff, and I figured it's a good way to see Immolation and Mortiferum just in case I miss them at MDF because everyone's fucking playing. So yeah. But yeah, what's up, everybody that joined the stream?
What I'm wearing, man.
Oh shit, looks good on you. I have to get you a new one.
Would you like to see what else I'm wearing, big fella?
No
is
thanks.
It red and is it underwear?
No, it's shorts. Nigga. Look, it's fucking shorts.
You
bunch of cunts.
Totally unnecessary. You got nice.
Don't worry, we're gonna make sure you never live that down. That you
Clearly, I'll never hear the end of it.
I know.
The red.
Because I'm gonna make sure it gets brought up. Like I'm gonna find clever ways to inject that in conversation.
Like with John with the Mobile Andrew ranking.
Oh, dude, I brought it up again in the last stream we did.
What was that? The what?
Whenever there's a moment and there's like a lull in the whole Jam and John ranked Altars of Madness at number 6.
Right.
Pepper that one back in somehow. But I find clever ways to get it,
Remind
in
us
there
what
without
he
him even
put ahead
seeing
of
it coming.
Where's he at? Does he have to work?
he might be hanging out with people he hasn't seen in a while, like some of our other oh shit. He's right there. Dude, John,
Hey.
you want in, man?
Yeah, jump in, John. Jump on for a little bit.
Yeah, dude, we're not talking about anything in particular at all. I don't know what Baseman's talking about. That could be anything. That could be anything at all.
Well, it could be worse. He could have put Covenant number 6.
No, that was at least we agreed Covenant was our number one because that's
Good.
but he had Domination.
Yeah, I like Domination. I like Domination.
I like Blessed Are the Sick. It's kind of a weird
Blessed-
album. It's got a lot of like psychedelic vibes to it. That one, I think.
All right,
Blessed
shoot-
Are the Sick gets points for the immaculate David Vincent codpiece on the
Yes.
photo. That's a beautiful thing, and that means it should go.
Do
at
I-
least in the top
Do you want
five.
me to
That's
show
art,
that? Okay, I'll
really.
show
It
you.
is art.
Plus, the actual
You got it?
artwork
You
for
get-
that album is killer.
Devin,
The
do you have
artwork
the
for that was good.
you have the gatefold?
Of course
Yep.
I have it.
This thing, bust it out in all its glory.
Oh my God!
You're
Look
in
at
the
that!
ear-
Look
you're
at that
in the ear
fine
ear too.
codpiece.
Dude, that thing can stop just about any caliber bullet. I'm pretty sure.
I
of it.
think it would.
Oh, he's
And
wearing.
it's great that he has combat grind on there too, because that thing's definitely for some grinding.
Wasn't his wife in that? Wasn't he with his wife in that band Genitortures or something
Yep,
like that?
I
I got to
have,
be honest with you. I've seen a little bit of live footage of him. I've never listened to him.
It's just industrial metal. Like
Yeah, it's
I mean,
industrial,
yeah, it's I mean, or, like a lot of it is about the stage show. Like it's almost like music and a weird bondage sex show
right.
sort of thing. And yeah, I mean, it was just some fun shit that he was going by Evil D at that time, I believe, as the
Yeah.
as the bassist. And my brother-in-law actually met him when he saw Genitortures because he's a big industrial fan. Hold on one second here. All right, yeah, he said he'll be on in 10 minutes.
Look
And
at this last comment. God damn it.
Wait a minute. Wait. Put that back up. Oh Jesus Christ! Well, it was all those gummy bears and M&Ms, man.
dude, those fudge M&Ms, man, those things are those are turd makers. Like
stank
thick
you
turd
up.
makers.
That'll stank you up, man.
But oh my god, dude.
Brian, what the fuck?
What?
Your last comment, no.
That's like a
It just
That's a
makes
litter
things
box, man.
easier. I don't have to worry about it. Just shuck it out the back door when I'm done.
Well,
and
one
there
time,
we go.
Yeah.
Right
one time
over
I
the
had-
fence into the neighbor's lawn. I'll blame it on his dog.
I'm assuming your kids are following suit and your wife as well.
Well, my daughter flushed a wet wipe down once, and it cost us like $300 to get it unclogged.
What?
Yeah,
Like
Well,
like a baby wipe. Like
just a baby wipe. Yeah, she wiped and she flushed it, and it got stuck in the one of the ins or outs.
So did you
Well,
get her like a nice pink bucket
a
that she has
pool,
to
yeah.
shit in?
I had to get it. The plumber came out and snaked it.
I was gonna say, you
Oh.
didn't have your own snake around. That's
I
not
did
your.
not. I didn't have one that went down that deep. It was down there.
well,
I don't know.
one
I don't get involved in that. I just pay someone to do that for me. I can't.
well, one time I had bad diarrhea and I shit my pants and threw away my underwear to Starbucks.
Oh,
I threw it in the trash can, actually stuck against the wall.
Yeah.
Just fucking ran out of the
oh,
bathroom. What the fuck
dude.
is this?
Bam, gone.
Did it.
Exactly. I'm like, we gotta get out of here. Let's go.
There.
Oh man. Shit
Yeah, I
happens.
don't know. Yeah, shit does
Exactly.
happen, man.
I was gonna say, man, if
Remember
your kids are
once-
following suit with your method, Brian, I'm hoping you got them like, their own personal shit bucket with their names on it.
Oh yeah. I mean, you gotta. You can't be using somebody else's bucket. That's
Yeah. That's
I
territorial.
remember.
Wow.
I remember once a couple years ago, I was in Walmart and I suddenly got attacked by something gastrointestinally. I'm like, oh my god! Got into the I don't run. I the quickened walk, the waddle.
You got to keep the cheeks together, but still stay at a brisk pace.
And brisk is brisk for sure. And I get in there, and the worst fucking possible thing happened.
All the stalls are taken.
Dude, I opened the fucking door, and somebody had retro blasted the wall. It was every fucking where. I had a cart full of stuff I was gonna buy. I fucking walked briskly, once again, exceptionally briskly, jumped in the car, and literally was fucking about to die. I was holding it back, and I stopped at like a McDonald's and found it, but I just couldn't do it in there. I couldn't even get like within 3 feet of the fucking toilet that I wasn't gonna fucking walk in. And I'm like, fuck this shit, man. I gotta.
Okay.
You should have shit in the urinal, dude.
Nah,
That's fucking dominant. Assert dominance.
Sink or the urinal. Yeah.
Yeah, sink. Ooh, sink.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
When I was a senior in high school, one of the bathrooms, someone like took their shit and put something on the mirror.
Okay. You don't have to play with it. That's just
No. Don't play with turds. Leave them. Leave them someplace. Yeah. But you just got. It's like a grenade. You pull the pin, you walk away. Well, run away.
No, you gotta throw it.
It's
throw it.
You're supposed to throw it.
Well, maybe if he just kind of ran and shit. I don't know. Like just shit and run.
You gotta love when the streams devolve into scatology talk.
It always does.
It's an art. It really is an art.
Well, especially if you're playing with it and using your hands, for sure. Even if you have a device,
I paint exclusively in browns and peanuts.
Oh, ew.
Fecal matter finger painting.
Peanuts.
It's fun with
wow.
feces.
Fun with feces. Like,
What's
hey,
that from?
I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna go.
Oh shit. The League.
The League. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, she put the poo right in the fucking baby crib, dude.
When my dad was in high school, he said a friend of his went to Halloween as a piece of shit. Like, actually.
What's up, Nick? And well, yeah, all right. There are amateurs and there are professionals, Spaceman.
Yeah, that's
so.
God, I really wish he wasn't a professional. Ugh. Wait, hold on here. What is this? Picasso.
Picasso.
We call those the phantom shitter.
Dude, we call them the phantom
one?
dumper. There was someone that clogged an industrial toilet at a school, and we were all trying to figure out who took that last dump. Because like it was like one of those Herculean fucking elephant dumps. Like that couldn't have come from a human being.
James. Rafi is pure id.
That is a hate crime. Actually, now updated, it'd be like $5 for the fucking 5-finger death punch or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude,
No.
I don't know if you were on one of the
Gattaca.
streams where Shredlord talked about what he did at a Waffle House, because occasionally Waffle House will have a little jukebox at the table. He put $20 in there and just played What's New Pussycat over and over and over. $20 worth of What's New Pussycat. And they actually came over and unplugged it. He was laughing his fucking ass off, like hysterically. He wasn't even hiding the fact that he did it.
That's awful. That will not make your waffles.
Thanks, Josh.
So is the next 6 Feet Under album going to be about Chris shitting his pants in the Waffle House?
God, you know what? It'll be a graveyard classics. Think of a band you like, and he's gonna fucking ruin it.
Or Graveyard Christmas? That'd be even worse.
Oh man, I think you.
Jingle bells. Fuck. What are the rest of the words? It'll be awful. I can guarantee that. I don't know. Maybe all this backlash from him fucking opening his suck and bitching about good death metal vocalists, he'll just maybe he'll just fade off into the distance and just retire and start his own podcast. Yeah, no, me too. I'm hopeful. God, dude, there have been so many loops of live shows where he's had that. I mean, I almost wanted to make one, and I could have made it just out of one live performance too. It was that Argentinian one where the rest of the band looks like they're a death metal band. He looks like someone they found on the street and said, "Listen, we'll pay you in a bottle of Wild Irish Rose and a sandwich if you come up and do death metal vocals." Okay. I need a sandwich for the lice in my head too. They like sandwiches. And yeah, like the whole fucking set, he just doing that fucking bullshit and fucking like the laziest intros to song when they did Lycanthropy is like, this one's about the wolf. And then they're Lycanthropy.
Okay.
No, but
Yeah,
remember, Cannibal Corpse changed their name in 1996 to 6 Feet Under. Remember that?
Did they?
No, they didn't.
Apparently.
Wait, hold on. Doing a Ectovoid from Alabama. I don't know if I know Ectovoid. I know Ectoplasma.
Ectoplasma. Oh yeah, I just got.
I still got to get the new one. Actually, shit, Rotted Life might have it. Yeah,
Got it. I haven't listened to it yet.
I don't like the vocals on it this time. The last one I really fucking liked, but something about with the way the vocals are mixed on that, it just sounds really dry.
Did you ever hear their the EP they put out? I think it's called Cryogenically Revived.
Yep, it was really good too.
That was excellent. Yeah.
The stuff on oh god, those was the Shadow Kingdom compilations they put out too. It was also really fucking good too. What is this? Watchtower is pretty fucking insane sounding. I have one album by them. God, which one was it? Let me look it up real quick. I know it's insanely technical, and I know Shred is a big fan. I bet he loves all sorts of like wild techie stuff. Oh, where are you? There it is. Yeah, I have Energetic Disassembly from 1986, and it's fucking wild. Let's see. I'd rather. Wait, he didn't cover that in the Judas Priest one yet?
I figured he did already. I don't think we need to imagine. We just hit the tape.
Yeah, I'm reasonably sure that would had to be on the list for songs he wanted to ruin.
Well, he did. Didn't he do a Judas Priest song on one of the 6 Feet Under albums? Didn't he do?
Let's see.
What did he do? Grinder. He did Grinder, didn't he?
Oh God,
Grinder looking. That I think that was on Warpath, and it wasn't terrible.
don't go that far, bass man. We need you. Okay, you play sick bass stuff. Don't do it. All right. Let Barnes lay on that grenade for you. He's more than willing. Oh, I think he'd be more like Oscar the Grouch. Like he'd be Oscar's even more homeless, disheveled neighbor. Chris the Deviant.
He did a Merciful Fate cover, Dangerous Meeting on Graveling Classic 3.
He said he'd be back. Rick, did you want in on this, man? Here, I'll shoot you a link anyway.
This is your chance. This is your chance to say anything.
Oh
Yeah.
no, he covered a Dawn They Sleep. Why?
Did he? Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
did. Yikes.
If he covers an Iron Maiden song, I'm going to go to his house just to punch him in the head.
Dude.
Who's this?
I don't
Oh,
think
Chris Barnes, we're talking about songs that he's ruined by covering them.
Oh, and he did.
Yeah, I
did
saw that.
Flash of the Blade, Plowlu, Evil and Mendu. Ugh, why?
did he?
Hey,
Yeah.
Rick.
I sent him a link.
Okay, well, I sent it to him earlier. I told him not to use the same one though. I also sent Jake. Hopefully, he saw it too. Different link because I sent him earlier links, and I don't know what's going on. I seem to be okay now. I think it must be my ISP or something like that. But
You're gathering power from your Fate's Warning flag.
Oh, there's a Graver Classics 4, and he does all Maiden and Priest.
hey,
Yikes.
look at that dude! Look at that fierce pussy there.
The only pussy you'll
Ooh.
be touching right now.
We got a pussy shot from Jeff. Now things are getting
Oh, yeah,
racy.
man. Check my hot pussy out. Look at her. Him.
I didn't look.
Oh, you did too. You know you did. Needs a bit of a trim job.
See?
All right, Jake says he's jumping in about 15 minutes.
All right. John should show up
what's
here.
funny? What's funny is I
You
went
got one
out.
of those 8-panel things?
Sorry?
I have room for 10, so
10.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's the real deal, man. He's not fucking lame like us
Yeah.
pikers, us
Once you
beginners.
hit 10,000 subscribers, I guess you get special privileges.
Well,
No,
I know
you
we
just
paid
pay
for
for
it.
them.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
we
got to
paid
pay for it.
Oh, hold on here.
It's funny.
Hey, you know what? Now that I'm thinking back on this, it's going to be interesting to see what happens if I leave that stream up to see if I get some kind of hate feedback about the whole Schnell stuff.
I doubt those guys would even
Wait,
watch
what
it.
happened?
Well, hang on. I do know that one or two of the people that were watching early on do watch him too. So
I don't think Snell knows his own name at this point.
he doesn't know
Well,
me. He doesn't know. He wouldn't know me from an ass from a hole in the ground because he always used to confuse me with some other dude that was Metal Madness 666 or something. It was close to my name, but see, I've had that fucking Metal Madness 66 handle since like 2007 when I first came on YouTube and developed. It's been on there a long ass time. I don't think anyone had Metal Madness that I knew of.
I've
So
seen a couple 99s.
When I see all these fucking clowns on Instagram and on YouTube that kind of are doing the Metal Madness number thing, it's like, hey, you bunch of cucks, you fucking stole that from me way back when, you bitch.
You're gonna have to challenge him like a classic Thunderdome battle. All right.
Yeah.
Only one Metal Madness will leave this, and it's
That's
probably going to
correct.
be the one that works out of all of you.
I was gonna say, be this one who can barely fucking walk most days. So
That's why you just walk around with like a grenade, like wearing it as a necklace. Like, listen,
bomb strapped to my fucking chest, right?
no,
Now
just give me
you
the
weren't
name.
you weren't on then, Nick, but we kind of started talking about certain things, and I brought you up, and I talked about how I'm not a real big fan of the Patreon thing, and you know how I feel about that because
Yeah,
I made it pretty well known in my Metal Mickey thing, but it's not the way you do it. I don't have an issue with because you're not fucking beating people over the head with it every single video.
Yeah.
Just say if you'd like to help us out, if you'd like to join, blah blah blah.
yeah.
You
That's
don't
it.
ever. You don't say, well, I'd like to review that, but I don't own the album. But if somebody would donate it to the channel, there's a lot of pandering and fucking begging that goes on over there. I don't like that, man. That's bullshit. And
Yeah.
furthermore, I don't know if you've seen the Hell's Headbangers dude has a channel now where he's loading up
Yeah.
every day.
I watched some videos.
Distasteful, bro. When you're saying, oh, that's fucking gay and posers are gay, and that tells me exactly how you feel about homosexuals. So I'm pretty certain that at 35, 36, you really should have outgrown that kind of talk for the most part. So I won't be part. I don't actually buy anything from him anyways, so it's not like he's going to lose anything from me, but I won't fucking partake in that shit, man. That's just fucking lame to me.
Yeah, I watched like a bit of a couple of videos, and it was like, man, dude, little too bro.
Yeah,
Little,
it's
like,
all
aggro bros. Like, dude, stop it.
aggro,
You
bro.
know?
All of it's aggro, bro. And let's be honest, the dude's built like a brick shit house, but who knows how much of that's roids and real. It sounds like he's a real deal where he does it all through nutrition lifting, and that's great, but don't fucking cut down other people
Nope.
because they're not built like you and they don't live in a fucking gym, man. And he does that all the time.
Hey,
What's up,
there-
yo?
James
guy.
Gunn.
What's happening?
Not much, fellas. What's going on with you guys?
how
Didn't
was
you guys
how
do a
was your
midweek
show?
stream?
What?
Did
that
you guys
Brian?
do a midweek stream where you were up till like 5 in the morning?
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
Yeah,
4:30 or something. Yeah, 4:40. It was pretty late that night.
it was. Yeah, that one was late.
Yeah.
The last one we were on. Yep. So
Good-
I didn't
good pick.
end up going to that show. I didn't end up going to that show.
Sweet.
you didn't?
No, I double booked myself because I have no scheduling abilities. So I went to go see Batman with Lamanda, but then
Oh shit!
I fell asleep because I was unslept.
Oh man, that's good
Yeah.
for you though, man, because you have those issues like me with the insomnia and shit.
Do they have comfy recliners at least?
Yeah, the seats weren't bad. It was nice and warm in there, and yeah, I made it through like half the movie. I won't ruin it for anybody. I'll just say this: the acting is fucking terrible.
Well, interestingly, hold that thought for a minute because Jacob's coming on. One of our, I think you've seen Jake. You may not have met him directly. He's coming on in about 15 minutes. He went to see it tonight, so you guys can chat about it a little bit.
Well, I wonder what part he fell asleep during.
Well, you'll have to ask him.
I still haven't seen it. I know Miller saw it. He said he really liked it.
Who's in it?
But-
Is this Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, Robert Pattinson.
No.
Colin Farrell is the Penguin.
Mhm.
Oh,
Man,
what's
I
his
do not-
name?
You'd never fucking know that though.
I do not
Yeah.
see
I didn't know he-
Pattinson as Batman. Holy shit, that
I'll
doesn't
just-
work in my head.
I'll just stick with Michael Keaton. I'm fine.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
of
saying. Michael Keaton or yeah, Michael Keaton.
Well,
The guy that became the Riddler.
Yeah.
He was the dude that was in fucking shit. The one with Daniel Day-Lewis about the oil baron.
Oh, yeah. Well,
There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood, yeah.
Paul
Great
Dano.
movie. Great movie.
Yeah, I mean it's got fucking Daniel Day-Lewis. If he's cast, it's essentially like, well, we have to hurl an Oscar at it.
Yeah, he's great, man. He doesn't do a lot of stuff, but he's great.
Yeah, well, every time he pops up, he's just like, I felt I had more space on the shelf of all my Oscars, so I'll just do another one.
The only one that I really recall really well of the Batmans is the Christian Bale one. That one was pretty killer. Dark Knight, is that what it is? Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight, that trilogy
I
is
just
really
like-
good. I got tired of his voice. Oh my god, I'm Batman.
Heath Ledger made The Dark Knight. Let's
Well,
be
you're
honest
right. He
here.
did. You're
Yeah.
right. He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it was the first time the Joker was legit terrifying. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty fucked up.
Unhinged.
Terrifying.
Well, then, and what's his nuts in the other Joker movie, the one that came out?
oh,
Jack Nicholson?
Joaquin
Last year.
Phoenix.
Joaquin
Yeah.
Phoenix,
Yep.
Oh.
He was disturbing too.
I didn't see
Yeah.
that one. Was it good?
It was pretty good. Honestly, all right.
Mhm.
I like it, but it's kind of Taxi Driver, except with the Joker.
Okay.
Yes.
But it's still pretty good.
Okay. So they just ripped that plot off, basically.
Not all of it, but just kind of like the setup for it. I think. Like, I don't know. It's very, very. I don't know. It feels like fucking Taxi Driver. At least like the guy that's kind of a no one, and then he gets some recognition for something, and blah blah blah. And I don't know. It just feels like the whole setup, like the fact that he's in the small shitty apartment, and it's still good though. It's definitely worth a watch.
I think I don't know. I think it was a little bit more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Psychological rather than.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was like. It seemed to me like it was like a deep psychoanalytic portrait of somebody going mad, essentially, like that, and how that character developed, and it looked like it was pretty good. But I just never. I don't watch a lot of modern movies anymore. If they, I'll see them if I catch them on Netflix occasionally, but I just don't go out and watch them anymore. Last movie I went to see was in the theaters was that one with Brad Pitt and DiCaprio in it, the last Tarantino movie. What was it?
Oh,
About
Once
the-
Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, about the Manson murders.
I still haven't seen that yet.
Hey, it's fucking pretty good, man. I gotta admit, it was pretty fucking rad.
I'll have to check it out.
Because I like the way, he basically ripped off his. He basically ripped off his. Oh shit! Come on, man. The Hitler movie.
Oh, the
Oh,
Valkyrie?
Glorious.
Glorious Bastards.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Glorious Bastards. Yeah, he basically did the same thing. He rewrote history, but he does it in such a way that's really fucking cool. Like it's inventive storytelling. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Have you, Jeff? Have you
That's
seen the new?
the voice of the Joker for me always. Like the appearance
yeah.
in terms of different actors, but yeah, Mark Hamill. But
Jeff, have you seen the new Ghostbusters?
I have not. No.
Oh my God, the new Ghostbusters
Oh, man.
is worth it.
Is it
Worth
good?
it.
dude,
Great
it's
goal.
so good. It's so good. It's so heartfelt
who's-
too. Like
Who's in
It
that
is.
one? Who's in that one?
Um,
Bill Murray.
Ghostbusters.
well, I mean, do you want me to ruin it for you? How many
Well,
people?
no. Harold Ramis is dead though, right?
Correct.
Is he?
Okay, so.
Yeah, no, he is.
Okay.
He is.
So wait a
What
minute.
did I say?
Wait, let me hang on. Give me a second. So, I got to be honest with you. I'm not being stupid here. Like, is it Murray and Aykroyd are in it again?
They probably
It's
have cameos.
essentially it follows
It follows Egon's
his-
kids
Egon's kids.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And grandkids.
and grandkids,
Okay.
but they nail everything. Every reference that needs to be made is there. All the nostalgia is there.
then I'll have to see that because I
Oh,
love
I've seen it. I've seen it like 4 times.
No
It's-
shit.
Oh yeah, I saw it twice in the theater. I
And
mean,
Bill
it's
Murray.
hilarious.
Bill Murray rules. Bill Murray rules.
The feel of it
Bill
is
Murray
right too.
rules regardless. Yeah, but yep, definitely see it. It's
All right,
amazing.
cool.
I even got a
Paul
little.
Rudd's in it too. Paul Rudd's
Is it
hilarious.
out right now?
Yep.
Oh, is he?
I even
Paul
got a
Rudd?
little misty eyed at the end.
No shit.
Yeah. I mean,
Slimer
yeah.
Well, the Slimer.
Catching the feels.
That's good. Well, that's a good thing then. That's good. That's a good movie when it
Later,
can
man.
do
Thanks
that
for joining us,
shit.
man.
Yep. Later,
See, bud.
man. Enjoy. Enjoy
Did you
life
go to the
outside
show?
of these walls.
Did you say you
No,
went
you
to the
didn't.
show tonight, John, or no?
Pardon?
You did or didn't go to the show tonight?
You didn't.
I missed that.
I didn't.
Oh, didn't
I was.
Dude.
Yeah.
Monoward whooped so much fucking ass, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude. Like, that tone shook parts of me. It was amazing. It was
That's
my
cool.
balls.
Where, Sanctuary.
Yep. That was John, my brother-in-law John's first time there. I was like, yeah, pretty cool club.
Did you read that article about St. Andrews Hall? And
I watched the
floral?
video.
Yeah.
Did
Did
you
you
see
watch? You watch the
Dude.
video from underneath?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Woo!
Yeah. Apparently one of the most well-known venues in Detroit, St. Andrews Hall. The venue below it, the Shelter, is the place where they did the 8 Mile and shit like that. But yeah, the venue above, there was a rap show, and they were jumping on the fucking floor so hard that the floor joists, like a couple of them snapped and it was buckling. And there's a video of the guy underneath it recording it, and it's flexing big time.
Whoa.
So yeah, they had to shut down the venue and fix all that shit.
Renovations?
Wow. That's
I mean,
fucked up.
and I think we're replacing entire like giant beams because it snapped them. You could see where they broke.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
What's the name of the
I always
venue?
wondered if that was going to happen.
What's the name of the venue?
St. Andrews
St. Andrews
Hall,
Oh yeah, and that's a pretty famous one, man. There's a lot
yeah.
of shows that used to go in there.
an old
Mhm.
church.
Yeah, it's an old church. Yeah, a buddy of mine used to. He lives out in Detroit and fucking loves that place. Loves going that place.
Oh, it's an awesome venue. I've seen a lot of killer bands there.
Wow, that's a trip though. Could you imagine?
Dude, like when I was watching the video, like I was like, "Fuck, man, I've been on that."
Right. I've been both under that floor and on it.
Hey, while
Yeah,
I'm thinking of it,
Ooh,
Nick, so I don't forget, I was thinking I was going to be doing a special sort of deep dive this weekend with somebody about King's X, but it's doesn't. Well, obviously it's not happening. But so I'm really not sure if that's going to come off. But I started formulating plans to maybe do the Enslaved catalog. And
man, that's a big one.
well, here's the deal. We're gonna definitely bite it off in 2 bites. We're not gonna do the Opeth thing again. It's just too much, too long. I want to have a full panel. I don't want to just have 1 or 2 people. So I'm looking at maybe 2 weeks doing the first up through Mardrop.
Oh shit.
So kick it around. You don't have to answer me now. Kick it around and see what you
yeah,
think.
I need to figure out schedules and such. I know next month I'm going to leave on vacation on the 14th, and
Woo!
probably
Going.
Yeah.
We're going.
going to Florida with the family.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice. There's some record stores down there, of course, I'm gonna hit up because I mean,
course.
like
What part of
I
Florida?
don't like the beach or the ocean. The ocean is just full of things that want to murder me. That's
That's-
my theory.
That's true.
And yeah, I just I hit up record stores. I eat fucking seafood because seafood fucking rules. And maybe get day drunk on fucking really cool fucking frozen drinks. Like,
There
hey,
you go.
where
Sounds like
else
a
am I
good
gonna
plan.
go?
You going with your mom and your sister or what?
My mom, my sister, and brother-in-law, and the niece and nephews.
Oh, cool.
Should be a lot of
part
fun.
Florida?
St. Pete Beach.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
That's a nice area.
Yeah. But I mean, not too far from
Bay.
Tampa if I want to venture in there. But I mean, honestly, in St. Pete, there's a ton of record stores, and there's one in particular I always like hitting up just because they have so much fucking shit. Like I found a whole bunch of killer stuff there. I found that Zentrix's second album there. I fucking found Nuclear Assault Survive. The fucking Unblessing the Purity EP from Bloodbath. Like all those were like, whoa, holy shit! I don't see these around very often. And hell, the Unblessing the Purity one was only like $5 when I bought it
Ooh,
for the CD. And I looked at how much it was going for. I was like, dude, people are paying like 30 or 40 for this.
Are you going to be making a pilgrimage to the death metal mecca?
Maybe.
Yeah, Morrisound.
I don't know. I know there's a record store there too. I kind of want to just like find Morrisound Studios
Yeah,
and
Just go
just get a
there.
picture by the sound, like
Yeah,
because it's
Let's do it.
Morrisound.
Everybody does.
Well, anyway, so
You got to do it.
put that in your pipe and mix it around a little bit.
It's in your spank
But-
bank.
Like Devin's going to be involved. I think Rick's going to be involved. I think, though Rick's got a lot going on right now too with moving.
Nick doesn't even like to shower. Cosmic black metal.
No, I shower.
Only in the ocean. No,
Oh, I
it's
definitely
cool, yeah.
shower. It's the ocean. No, I saw Jaws.
Smokes
Jaws
like
was-
onions in his house.
That was Jaws was a documentary.
I'm
Okay,
not.
There was
as
a documentary.
terrified of the ocean
Listen,
as Nick is, but I'm not doing a night swim. Fuck that. No way. No thanks.
That.
I don't
is
even do a night
lie.
swim in Lake Michigan.
Right.
I'll be
That is
back.
it.
I'm going to get some pizza.
Okay, I just had some
Okay.
hot pockets.
Piece of ass.
Let's get it there. Yeah, dude. The show was awesome, dude. The band Fire Breather that was on tour.
Oh,
Are you pooping?
Right.
You're
I don't
pooping.
know.
You
That was-
pooped.
No, oh, maybe.
Where's Firebreather
Dude.
from?
Or-
Dude. John, we're too old to gamble like that, dude. You gotta be
No, it was-
careful,
it was.
Firebreather's from Sweden too.
We're good.
Yeah. dude. And
We're good.
they sound like fucking High on Fire and Sleep combined, pretty much. So if you like either one of those, if you like Matt Pike, because even the guitarist, even his style of playing, like he was doing the sliding notes and shit, like Matt Pike. Even he holds it in the same fucking position as guitar. It was also a fucking Les Paul too. Like, yeah, dude, you like Matt Pike just a little bit. Like he didn't have a handlebar mustache or anything, but I mean,
Was he shirtless and slightly overweight?
nope, he wore a shirt. That was the only thing not Matt Pike about him. Like, well, he's not wearing Matt Pike's favorite concert shirt.
Guitar strap and the sweat leather.
Like, like he was sweating just profusely all day. Like, whatever. You know, that are just like they just missed him gently before. Like, come on, miss me, get me glistening for my people.
It's like before a WWE wrestler goes out. Give me the spritz. Maybe look like I've been working out for an hour and a half.
That's
Instead
what I
of,
do
you know,
before I
like,
leave
you know,
for work every
like,
day.
real quick, get these veins pop. Is like, nah, I mean, I'm all doughy. It's okay. Just don't spray the guitar.
Firebreather. I want to check out Firebreather.
I dug them. I dug like live. They absolutely crushed it. So if they don't end up sounding good on the CDs, I'm gonna wonder what happened. But yeah, dude, fucking Monolord, so goddamn good. And I was surprised the frontman did not use a lot of effects on his vocals, because you listen to Monolord, he's got all sorts of spacey shit, you know, filters and stuff. He kind of just went like old school, like just raw, regular vocals, and he was actually pretty good. Like they weren't like
Good.
sitting in the back of the mix; they were right up in front this time, which was kind of different. But man, they hammered their way through just giant fucking songs. It was awesome. They played Empress Rising live. I fucking love I love all their riffs because they play killer fucking riffs. That's it. Is that better?
I don't know. Is it? I need a
Like
better
it's-
setup.
I can still see you, so no.
I need. Oh, I'm glad I'm at my house, not yours.
Oh, I listened to Archaic. I already got notes down for it.
I do. I
Good.
do too. I like it.
You are okay.
You want to do like an earlier meal at Moss tomorrow? And then
It doesn't
come back
matter. I
here?
don't. I have the next 4 days off, so
Oh, okay.
so I don't care.
Well,
We
okay.
whatever.
Well, we'll knock
I don't know
that
how that
out.
happened, but I'm gonna be. I
Dude.
didn't mention anything. I just clocked out, this morning and left. So I'm not asking.
Don't question it.
No. You should check out Cryptworm's new album.
Oh, my
Cryptworm?
God.
It's
Is it as
so
heavy as
fucking
the last
disgusting, dude. I love it.
Okay.
That dude's vocals are
Dude,
insane.
the vocals are, it's just gurgles and pukes. It's great. Yeah. Spewing mephitic putridity. One of my favorite song titles on here, Septic Phlegm Asphyxia.
Oh yeah, dude. Disgorge chunks of life.
I mean, you gotta
Premature and
disgorge your
spewing.
chunks of life.
I love brutal death metal fucking song names.
Yeah. Immense cerebral decomposition. I mean, that's what we've been going through. That's why this channel's only gotten dumber.
It's somehow we've ended up with more subscribers.
I
Wreaking,
don't
Where we
get it.
get.
wreaking
Yeah,
junk of abhorrence.
That was one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite EPs of 2022, and I
Oh,
brought it.
that's
One of my reasons too, and it was it's like, dude, they use the word gunk, reeking gunk of abhorrence.
Cesspool
I mean-
of perpetual decay. Festering maggot infestation. Yeah. It's perfect. Perfect in every
That's
way.
what-
Like
Those
they've
are-
been to Toledo.
those
They've
are
clearly been
romance
to
songs.
Toledo.
It's a great album to make love to.
So I think that last one was the ballad, though. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, John.
A lot
John,
of feelings.
Yes, sir.
to it.
John, don't talk about sex. We have a young person in the.
Oh, that's right. My bad, bud.
Oh,
You'll get there.
hey, it's the guy.
What up?
Oh,
Oh,
Popper, what?
I guess we have ghosts.
Rick.
Well, all the
Rick
reviews
Moranis.
are going around right now, so I figure, you know what? Fuck it.
Dude,
I still like Suck Feet Under. That was my favorite. That's gonna stick with me for a while.
that was beautiful. That was poetry right there.
That was always, as always.
Dude, Rick,
Pun
Monolord
Master
fucking ruled.
General.
They were incredible live. Oh my god.
Oh man, yeah, they're one of those bands, man.
I agree.
Did they play mostly their newer material, or was it stuff from No Comfort and on? Or
Oh, they played that was Bastard Son off of No Comfort. That was a big highlight for me because I love that song. They played Empress Rising, and
oh yeah, I love
dude,
that.
it was so good. But yeah, I think they played at least 2 new tracks, but they were pretty much just going through. And I was just bringing up the fact that the frontman, he wasn't using any vocal filters. He was kind of going in just him. Like there wasn't any like spacey stuff. There was a little bit of reverb. That was it.
This,
And he
this
sounded good.
fucking- This
Yeah, they got
Cryptworm
nice-
is nasty.
That nice fat tone, man. Ever since like Empress Rising, like that was like years ago when they were first. I think I first found them on Bandcamp. Oh, what the fuck is this? This lady with the flies over her face and shit. Like it's like it was kind of nasty, but I like it. It screamed click me, and I'm glad I did, man.
Oh, dude. I think the first thing I heard was the Cursed Ones, the opening track on Veneer or Veneer, however you say that word.
Yeah, that one was I think more depressing than the first
Yeah.
one.
Oh, when I heard that main riff, it was like, well, I have a feeling I'm going to love this, and then I did.
I never
was
checked
just-
them out.
Oh,
Check
dude.
them out.
If you love stoner doom, and it's a lot of Sabbathy stuff, like a ton of
Yeah.
Sabbathy stuff.
Quick
Kind
question.
of chemist like,
Not as heavy metal.
Without
without the depth.
Actually,
That's what-
without the trad too. Like it's straight up doom and stoner, and hey, look at this guy. Everyone,
Jesus,
Guys,
the whole family's here.
what's going on? Is that
how much?
a dog? A cat?
What's going on, dude?
No, it's just his hair. Oh,
Oh, it's a puppy!
Puppy,
Oh.
puppy. Hello, puppy.
Yep.
Oh,
No,
This is
no, you
Saga.
can't have him.
Cause
This is a new
many,
puppy?
sleepless nights.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, she's adorable.
I've never seen this one
You
before.
should sacrifice your sleep for that adorable, cute face.
Yep.
Look
We just
at
got her a week ago.
What kind
Right.
of dog?
She's a pit mix of some sort.
Wow. My coworker just got a 90-pound greyhound. So on the morning
wow.
meeting, she just pops up over and she's this big giant head just kind of pop in the webcam.
Like a rescue dog. Rescue.
Yeah,
greyhound.
it was a rescue.
Yeah,
The
those
funny
are
thing
cool.
is, he had a greyhound before. I don't know what happened, but got traded in for this one, and it's bigger. And yeah, getting that thing in the car was a challenge.
I bet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't had dogs since I lived with my parents, 30 plus years ago. We had black labs all the time and loved those dogs, but I never could really find a breed that I wanted except for a greyhound. They're sweet ass animals, man. They're beautiful too, man, but they're big and you got to take them out all the time.
Oh yeah,
You
man.
gotta
You
walk
can't
them, you got to let them run.
Yeah.
And when I was looking at getting one, my lifestyle wasn't one that was good for a dog because I just wouldn't be able to pay attention to it like I should.
Yeah.
The other one's right there.
puppy number 2.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Any
The,
jealousy?
the yellow one.
Are they best
No,
friends?
she's been doing really good with this one.
Oh, good.
Oh, that's good.
Adjusting
just-
really well.
Did you get it from a shelter?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hey, Jake, just curious. You want to see my pussy?
No. I know you have one.
I was gonna say we can talk about it now.
Oh,
Devin's
that.
gone.
He's like, wait, man, are you fucking talking about me again?
Well, it's clearly that time of the month because he was saying that he was going to wear the red underwear again. Oh,
That
no,
was-
different pussy.
Oh, that's,
Yeah.
oh.
Different red underwear. They're
Yeah, my period panties.
You got more than 2 pairs of red underwear?
Mine's
What, you
Mine-
eating pie
mine's
there?
probably peeing somewhere where he shouldn't right now.
Right on.
Bastard.
So you got that going for you.
I locked my cat out of my room now. He's not allowed in there unless I'm in there because he's pissed on my fucking bed. Little fucker.
No.
Oh, jeez. And
Oh, yeah.
cats don't leave a puddle, right? They do a spray.
Yeah.
Oh no, he likes a
Well,
puddle.
If it's
Oh, is there a
if it's
puddle?
enough, yeah, the cats. Yeah, if they piss directly onto your bed,
You'll
especially
know.
up by your pillow, there's
Yeah.
a puddle.
You
Mine's
roll
never-
over like,
mine's
oh,
never,
there's
ever,
a-
ever done that.
And a
warm and
very,
wet spot.
very strong scent. Very
Oh,
strong.
Oh,
fuck it,
yeah.
dude.
You
Oh, well, I
can't-
can
I had
imagine.
to scrub the living shit out of that mattress just to get it to fucking not stink. Like,
You
ugh.
I just
Yeah.
set it
fucking
on
move
fire.
their litter box.
I
You
just set it
move
on
their
fire.
litter box an inch, and they won't go on it anymore. Like,
Yep.
oh, fuck,
Yep.
fuck that shit. I'll go piss on your bed now.
Change the litter too. Like,
Yeah.
if you change the litter like a different brand,
Yep.
yeah, they're like, it's different. I gotta go poop over there now. Like, no, you can poop right here. It's fine.
Can I?
Yeah, no, my cat's an idiot. I mean, that's been established. He's fucking spare parts, but I love him.
Ours is just lazy. We changed our litter boxes in the laundry room, and we have to put a gate up so the dogs don't get in the litter. But we changed
They
the
like to
gate.
eat the little treats, don't they?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
love
do.
those
They're
Tootsie
crunchy.
Rolls. But we had to change the gate, and
Mm.
now he's too stupid to jump over the new gate, or he's too lazy. One or the
Lazy.
other.
It could be both.
You mean the cat?
Don't
is?
rule out the possibility
Oh,
of both.
The cat is. So we have to prop because the
What an
other one was
entitled
one
cat.
of those ones that you have to undo every time, pull it out of the way. We got one that would unlatch and swing open, but now
You
we
have to
just
mount
have to leave it propped open just enough that he can get through and the dogs can't.
Oh man. What a
Did you
pain in
fix?
the ass.
Did you like mount hardware so you can like just open it and it opens like a door?
No, it's got little
Pressure.
pressure things
Yeah.
that you unscrew and they push up against the wall.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Hey Rick,
Delightful.
did you start moving today?
No, I've been moving things. I think I started packing somewhat. It's more like sorting the past
Right.
2 weeks. So I got my stuff, Van stuff, and then sorting my shit, trying to figure out what my kid wants to keep or not. So it's logistical shit. And then so it's like I just got back from the new place. Obviously I'm getting acquainted, with the area. Cool thing is, I got the whole basement to myself.
Oh nice.
So get ready
Yes.
for
Congrats.
it. Dreadful. I
Rick's
won't have
rumpled
the
through.
cool shelf space like Nick has, but I'm gonna make it work.
You guys sleep down there too?
No, well, I got a bedroom, and then the basement's a separate area. So what's cool is that it's gonna be big enough where I can do like my day job stuff, and then I got the other side for the metal side. So I can have everything there, and I don't have to hide all my metal shit from my coworkers.
But they have
You
like a
just get
policy
well,
to
neat.
be a metalhead at your job.
It's like that upside down cross. Oh, it must have just flipped over. I don't know what that
Sorry
is.
about that. That nail is just
I don't
not
know
in
what
there.
I think
Whoops.
I was possessed.
Can't you just put up one of those like filters behind you? It makes you look like you're at the beach or something.
Just to give you guys context, for those who don't know, like, well, I'm not gonna say where I work, but I tend to deal with clients who deal with Christian charities and things like that. So that's why it's kind of a big deal. Some people are like, oh, who the fuck cares? What you do or the metal
They
shit.
do.
But the problem is that, I just don't want to. I don't want to get into that rabbit hole.
They
Yeah.
see that, they think,
Sure.
I want to kill everyone. Satan is good. Satan is our pal.
Oh man, dude, like,
Nothing.
during my job, you won't believe the insane amount of Jesus memes I think, man. Like, just, I have all that material, and I'm the graphics guy. So
How can we make this cross brighter?
oh man.
No.
You're right.
All right. So my job when I'm not doing my regular stuff, it's basically mocking the philanthropist. So that's what I do on the side. Here and there.
Look at you.
They don't know. There's like a B side. There's I just hope they never find that folder. But there's a lot of shit.
Wait, if they have like a team building exercise, they ever like ask you to lead them in prayer or anything like that? Would you like to start prayer? Would you like to lead us today?
Can you
Rick,
do it on
Rick,
a live stream?
Rick, where you going? I have to go pay forever.
I'd smack some of that art, but the problem is I can't like publicly show it because it's actually like owned by certain painters and artists and shit. So I can't actually.
I mean,
show
you
it, know what I
can.
mean?
It would not be good for you, but you
Yeah,
could.
no, you shouldn't.
I
but you
could.
Right.
I mean, you're going to town on that pizza, Jeff. You're ravaging that thing.
What's on it?
I haven't eaten anything all day. First time I've
Oh.
eaten all day. I had something
Is
going
it-
on with my stomach last night, earlier this morning. It was really fucking agitating me, and I'm like, yeah, I wasn't hungry. I was kind of in pain. I get these things where the nerves down there start acting fucked up, but now I'm fucking starving. I'm looking at this, and I'm like, God damn it, I want another one, and I ate my last one.
Damn.
Oh, well.
Is it delivery or is it DiGiorno?
It's all right. Hold on.
Can you believe it's not butter?
Totino's, which is pretty shitty, but
Yeah.
it's good enough.
Hey,
You know.
Dude, Totino's is, I mean, that's all right in a pinch. I used to
I mean,
love
I
that.
have- I have
Jack?
I have a Red Baron and a fucking Frechetta in there if I really get.
Oh, dude, the Red Baron.
Yes.
Red Barons are good.
I
Yeah,
do
they are.
think
Potatoes is like a B movie.
I think
Like,
Jack's
exactly.
Pizza is like really good tasting
Yeah.
cardboard.
Yeah.
It is. It's exactly right. Like there's
Pizza-
no flavor.
man. Like that's why I can't do those low carb diets. That's what does me in. It's the pizza, man.
Yeah, me too, dude.
I hate it.
I'll tell you the one frozen pie that I really have fucking gravitated lately is fucking Tombstones, man. They got
Dude, I was
good
going to say,
sauce.
Tombstone's good.
They have good sauce on those bitches, man. They just taste.
Yes, they
it.
do.
I mean, they're terrible for you. All this shit is, but they're.
I mean,
Yeah.
everything's terrible for you.
Pizza.
What?
You're not
Yeah.
taking health food when you get
It's
pizza.
got some vegetables, right? Like
The pepperoni takes care of all your fat and salt.
centimeter
nutrients.
large square of
Yeah.
green pepper and
Exactly.
tomatoes.
And of course, you know, after you eat pepperoni, you're not going to eat any more fat or salt later that day. Duh.
Of course not. No, of course not.
No. Who does that?
No,
That's-
I'm all
Daily
into
limit.
I'm deep into the macro stuff. You know what I mean? I'm always measuring out my slices of pizza.
You got it.
And you listen to some pizza thrash on top of it, man. You're all set.
yeah, and Red Baron is good too. I do like
Yep.
Red
Hey
Baron.
Jake,
Burns pretty
Jake,
good.
Go for
John
it.
wants John wants to know what point of the new Batman you fell asleep like he did.
Because
I fall asleep.
I did. I went and saw it tonight and fell asleep halfway through. It's thought it was dragging a little.
It was a little long, but I had about 500 milliliters of rum to power me through.
Sure, sure. What?
We snuck a little bit in.
No shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Damn.
I snuck in
rebel.
some fun stuff to my viewing as well. It could also be why I fell asleep, but let's neither here nor there. I thought
was
the
a-
acting
it's-
was
Go
fucking
ahead.
terrible.
I didn't think it was bad. It was definitely a different take on Batman. It was much more slowed down and like more of a, what do you call it, like a thriller?
Yeah.
Not so much an action movie, more of a like you're watching fucking Law and Order shit.
Well, that's the way Batman originally started. It was Detective Comics. It came in not Detective Comics 1. It came in like somewhere in the middle of the comic series, and Batman was supposed to be literally a detective, just in a fucking funny costume.
Yeah.
But you know,
And I went in with
That was the
very
deal.
low expectations. Maybe that's why I wasn't super disappointed. I was expecting Twilight Sparkle Batman.
I still don't like the suit. Like the cowl bugs me.
Yeah, I
You can
kinda
see
was-
too much of his face. That's
Yeah,
like that's what's widening out. It's like why? So they can identify him easier. What the fuck is that? And the collar. I don't get the collar.
Yeah.
That it's like, dude, trim
was
that
weird.
off. Why is it
But-
there?
that's why Robin
It
was
was-
such a
it was-
joke. It's like you can't tell who it is. Like this whole, like especially the Burt Ward one. I think the '60s one. It's like, dude, like,
We figured it out.
like
he was
You don't
so
even
much
disguise
better
your
when he was Batman instead of Bruce Wayne, though. When he was Bruce Wayne, you're like, God, it reminded me of Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. That's
Evil
fair.
face Batman.
No.
Yes. Yes.
Not
Yeah,
that
his
one.
Bruce Wayne is terrible. His Batman isn't bad, but his Bruce Wayne is fucking awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This was who Pattinson, right?
Yep.
yeah.
Man, I just cannot see him doing that role in any way, shape, or
Was-
form.
I'll keep him still hold sway at least.
Here again, I only know the guy from the fucking vampire whatever movie that my
You own all of those, right, Jeff?
I was gonna say you've read all the books, haven't you?
I dated a woman whose daughter had to watch them. That meant I had to go to one of them.
Were you team?
You didn't. You could have
or
faked your
team
own death.
Werewolf?
You could have fucking said, I got called into work. You don't have a job. I've got a job today. I'm not
I
going.
was Team Charlie.
I was
Bella's
was-
dad. Fucking
I was-
Team Charlie all the
I
way.
was team stab myself in the eye with a fork.
Now you were
Honestly,
Team Jake. That's why you're so upset about Pattinson being Batman.
Exactly.
You were werewolf.
I can only
He was
see
the
him in that
furry,
role
right?
as the
Yeah.
empathetic
The furry.
vampire.
There's a furry.
Jeff's a furry. We've just found out. Jeff's a furry.
Dude, I
was
would have lied
watching,
and just said I had diarrhea. And it's like, wait, you want me to prove it? No one asked you to prove that. You can just say you have diarrhea and people will believe you, and then you won't have to go see what is that? Twilight. Yeah. There you go. See?
I have diarrhea.
Oh,
wait.
okay.
We're not going anywhere. Oh my bad.
Did any of you guys see The Lighthouse with him and William Dafoe?
Yeah, I thought that was good actually.
I didn't
was
see it
very
yet. I heard it was
weird.
pretty creepy.
I watched it this week. It was a bit
It was
whacked
very-
out.
It's very weird. It's
Yeah,
very
I mean-
strange. A lot of homoerotic overtones to it.
Well, Nick, you're gonna love it.
You picked up on that too?
Wait. Well, no, if it's shot in black and white, then it's an art film.
Oh, it's black and white.
But no, I thought it was good. Didn't you, Brian?
I think I fell asleep during that too. It was weird. I didn't know the language they were using was.
Oh.
I had to put subtitles on. and they were speaking in English.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard. They were doing the old English thing.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
found it
wild though.
interesting. I didn't. Again, he was better in that film than he. That's the only other film I've seen him in.
Yeah.
And I love Willem Dafoe. He's
Oh
a
yeah,
freak, man.
he's awesome.
But
Oh, yeah.
it's hardcore. Lots of homoerotic overtones. It's creepy. It's slow though, man. Like if you don't like slow burns, you'll hate it because there's the action sequences towards the end. It takes forever to get there, but I thought it was actually quite good. Would I say it's a great film? No, but I would say it was pretty good.
It's an interesting watch, and you're right, it is long, and I think
It's always an interesting cast, man. Ever since Boondock Saints, man, I was all in. Like, all right, this is this dude.
Who's that?
Yeah.
oh well,
Dafoe, yeah.
He's great in The Live and Die in L.A., which is killer.
White
Dude.
Sands. You guys ever seen White Sands?
Years ago.
That's a cool movie. Him and Mickey Rourke.
One he's in about a satanic. What the fuck's it called?
Oh, Antichrist.
Yeah.
I have not watched. I know about that movie. I just not watched just because
I
I've heard
haven't-
there are some really fucked up scenes in it.
I heard it's super fucked up, like almost X-rated from the perspective of the violence and the intensity of it all. And it's one that I've almost always thrown in my cart on the Criterion Collection 50% off sale, and then I've grabbed something else at the last second. Say, I'll get through that one, but I got to get that one.
I think we lost Jake.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Jake.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
He's
See if he
coming
jumps back in.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Unless he's really upset that I brought up the Antichrist. I mean, we do know Jake is especially.
Oh, very. He's church going Jake. That's the name of the channel, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't listen to any of that satanic black metal, of course.
No.
None of us do.
That's
not a thing
oh,
for any
Cameron's
of us.
being a dick. Well, if you get it figured out, man, we'll get you back in here. Well, I'm actually gonna step outside for just a moment, but I will be back. Oh, hold
Oh,
up.
somebody's. Hold on.
There he is. There we go.
Back.
Got him. All right. Be right
Welcome
back.
home.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake,
Yeah.
you see who's above you there in the on the panel of.
The Brady Bunch squares.
I've seen him. I haven't heard anything. from
Now,
him.
let me ask you a question. Are you old enough to remember the Hollywood Squares?
I was just gonna
Vaguely.
say Hollywood Squares. That's
I
fun.
Vaguely remember Hollywood
in-
Squares.
Well, in the middle, there was always one particular constant guest, and it was Paul Lind. You know who that is? No? All right, well, then
Is he the one who's always in the middle square?
the joke
No, wasn't it?
didn't make any sense to anyone then, because I was going to say Devin's like our Paul Lind. But basically, Paul Lind was an extremely flamboyant gay guy that was on the panel all the time. So he was always like, hello. So Devin's our resident Paul Lind.
Who was it in the '90s? It was like Jay.
It was
what was that guy's name? Jim J. Bullock.
Charles
Bruce.
J.
Was it
Bullock.
Bruce Valanche?
Oh
And there was another one.
no,
the
it's
guy-
Joan Rivers. Joan
Who was-
Rivers.
Who was the other guy that had always wore the scarves and he had the glasses
Oh, that's
and he always talked like this and he had like
Oh.
Charles Nelson Riley.
that's it. Yeah.
Charles Nelson Riley. Jesus Christ, I'm old. Holy shit, I'm old.
Yeah, but good for you.
Well,
Yes.
I'm still alive. I guess that's
Yeah, man.
one small.
You are still alive. That's a
Small victories.
thing.
I was really young when Hollywood Squares, was on the air. Like I didn't know most of what those celebrities were.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
No.
They were just like it went over my head.
practically. I would say practically all of them now are pretty much dead. I mean, or most of them are. I mean, the ones that I don't even know how long that. You have a page up on that, Brian.
Yeah.
How long did that show go till? Was it into the 90s?
2004.
Yeah, I think it did go into the 90s.
2004 for real.
Yeah, I remember watching it on USA Network. I think that's where I watched it.
Wow. I mean, that was like prime time game show, man. That was the
Yeah, it must have really fell off after the '90s though. Like
oh yeah,
trying to stay afloat.
had to. But like you said, Joan Rivers, Phyllis Diller was a big one on there.
Yeah, I remember them. Well, even the young ones at the time, Whoopi Goldberg, and a few were I remember were on there.
You on there? Really?
Oh yeah,
Shadow Stevens. That was another one I remember.
Did they
Oh,
also
yeah,
have?
announcer.
Did they have Robin? Robin Williams wasn't on that, was he?
I wouldn't be
Hollywood
surprised.
Squares? I don't think so.
Or am I thinking of maybe it was Pam Dauber from Mork and Mindy? Remember that Mork and Mindy? And then what was the dude that was with Bronson Pinchot? Do you remember him?
From Perfect Strangers.
Perfect Stranger with
He was
Tom Hanks.
Belky.
Malky.
Belky, that's
Yep,
it.
Belky.
He was on there a lot. Man, going way back in fucking time.
Oh,
So
Charo? Charo was on there.
Charo, yeah, oh yeah, Charo.
She was in everything, man. Like in whatever appearance or whatever show, it's like she was there.
She's still alive. She's
Oh, yeah.
still alive.
Yeah,
She
I've
was
gone from school, bud.
Gucci.
Dude, she's got to be in there.
He was Serge.
Huh?
He was Serge.
That too.
Remember?
Serge in Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Walker.
Would you like it with a lime and twist?
So hey,
Lemon twist.
Rick, Devin
Don't
showed
be
us all
stupid.
this cool ass Prague he bought this week, man.
Oh yeah.
He's
Oh, you bought cool ass Prague?
he's a little Prague nerd now, man. He's got Gentle Giant for God's sake, man.
I almost got some Gentle Giant the other day, and someone turned in a bunch of King Crimson over at
Nothing wrong with that.
No Noise. I got to figure out where to start.
For Crimson,
Yeah, I almost just bought the whole fucking stack. I was like, no, that's too much. Well, is it?
I would suggest In the Court of the Crimson King, the original.
They didn't have that one. They had
Second album with Greg Lake, In the Wake of Poseidon's great. Red is great. Red with John Wetton is killer. That's like their heavy metal album, Red. Lark's Tongue and Aspic, and Starless and Bible Black. Those are the five I would say are kind of crucial.
Well, I'll see which one, because he pretty much just, he showed me all of them. Honestly, I like all of these, so I don't know which one to recommend. I was like, you're no help.
I'd say start with Red, dude, because that's like their
Yeah.
heaviest one. There you go. Devin has. I didn't know you had that, dude. Is that the only one you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone also turned in a bunch of Gentle Giant. They actually had a reissue of the one with the fucking hand on it. The
Freehand.
Freehand. Yeah, of course that makes sense.
That makes sense.
There's really not a bad Gentle Giant album except for the very last one, I think. But Gentle Giant's not an easy listen right on. You don't just throw that on and go, "Oh yeah, I'm grooving." They're so unique, man. Like nobody sounds like them, and no one ever sounded like them. The things that they do vocally are just out of this world.
Fripp's a
Insane.
very interesting guitarist too. Like the melodies he creates are very still pretty unique.
Well, Fripp doesn't play. in
Yeah,
standards.
I think this is the '70s pressing.
Is it really?
Yeah. But, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, show that one again, Devin, real quick.
Which one was it? Was that Uriah Heep or was that Yes?
Octopus from Gentle Giant.
Oh shit!
That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
that's my favorite one. That's Roger Dean artwork from Yes.
Yep.
The guy that did
I was
Yes.
gonna say that looks very familiar.
Yep. That's
He's there.
my favorite one. Most people go with Freehand or they go with what's it called? With the cards on it. Is it Three of a Perfect Pair? No,
That's definitely King Crimson.
what is that called?
The temperature house.
It's 19 degrees
Dude,
outside here.
It's 15 degrees outside here, and it feels like 3.
Yeah, it's
wind
fucking,
chill.
The wind's
freezing.
fucking
Fucking
cold, dude.
stupid.
Yep.
well, here's
About 40
it was
degrees
8
here.
today.
Pretty nice.
It's supposed to go up. Tuesday it's supposed to be 60.
I know.
So there's a possibility that when we stand outside of the sanctuary and smoke on Tuesday,
So the
we're not going to
sanctuary.
freeze to death.
Here it is. It's
different
called
venue. You're on the L Club.
Well, oh, that's right, El Club. Just kidding. When we stand outside of El Club, we won't phrase his ass.
Acquiring
Oh.
the Taste
Oh.
is one. Acquiring the Taste and Three Friends is the one I was thinking of. But also The Power of the Glory, In a Glass House. They're all fucking amazing, man. I mean, there's 5 or 6 albums there in a row by Gentle Giant that are just kind of mind blowing, man. They're that good. But you guys were talking about talking about how cold it is. We have heat in this place.
Thank you, man.
It's like, our heat is like
Thank you.
baseboards, and they have their own thermostats on them. And I turned them down in the kitchen, the front room, and I went out to get the pizza, and my cat was shivering. So he ran the fuck into my room because I had it locked before. He fucking bolted in here. I'm like, "Where's the cat at?" And he's like, "He's in here on my bed, man, curled up under the fucking covers. He's no dummy."
I think my cat's officially fat enough that he doesn't get cold.
Yeah, he's impervious to temperature.
Oh
Because I turn off my heat at night, and I wake up and he's just on the couch, just like, I'm fine. I'm fat now. Everything's
Maybe
good.
turn on a fan for me. Let's get a little warm in here.
Panting earlier.
If the cat's really fat, it's not going to get as cold as
Oh,
quickly.
there we go. I gotta get Jake back in here. There we go. What's up with the camera, dude?
It switched to the non-webcam. I'm trying to fix it. I might dip out
Ah,
and then come back in.
So I went to see Judas Priest a couple weeks or last weekend, and the venue
Oh, yeah?
had a no re-entry policy. So there was no smoking section. It's like you're in and you're in,
Whoa.
and so people started like reverting back to high school and smoking in the bathroom.
in the bathroom. Oh god.
Hey, if
Yep.
you want to let people go out, they're gonna do it in the bathroom, idiots.
I think he's
What do you
about
think's going on?
7.
I don't know. Actually, I have pictures from when he was a kitten. Let me look up the date because I can tell you how old he is. Though. Let's see.
He's still stupid.
Mine's
Yeah, he's a-
10.
Your cat's a real piece of shit. I love animals, but your cat's a fucking idiot.
It's because he doesn't like you at all. Well, he only likes me. But yeah, no, I don't know.
Tommy.
Somewhere in there, like, you did
likes you
something.
and Tommy.
Because he used to like you, and then he hated you. So clearly, you did
I
something.
didn't do anything to him.
What'd you do something?
to like
him, I don't know. Maybe Boo Boo did something. Maybe because he knew Boo Boo and I were close. Maybe he was like, "All right, fuck this guy," and he just wrote
Boo
me
peed
off.
in your bed too.
I know he
this
did.
human. Take a look at my butthole as I walk away.
Did you try and ruin that cat's credit? That what did it?
No, that would be.
He started rumors about him on the
The
internet.
cards in the cat's name. He's pissed about that.
You were talking about him on Instagram. Where's
I
the
would
Jammy
ruin his
John?
credit now because
He tried to get my cat involved in a pyramid scheme years ago, and dude, he just doesn't trust him anymore. I mean, I get it.
Did you? I think I know what it was. You tried to frame that cat with kitty porn, didn't you?
These kids were just born. What the hell is your problem?
My cat is not impressed. Look at him. He's like, "What, dude? Like, get off of it, man."
You humans are worthless
What?
except for the times that you feed us. That's about it.
Except for when you feed us and clean our litter boxes,
Specific
we
moments in
despise you.
Yeah, the
There's
rest
no
of the time we
need to
talk.
bring up
Oh
all this
shit! I must have been talking shit loud enough because he just came downstairs. Like, were you
Boy.
talking shit? I ain't that
He's a-
fat.
He's a fucking butthole.
He's spraying your
Alright,
bed. He's spraying your bed tonight.
So here come the dad jokes. All right. Where is it?
So, this picture, there he was as a kitten.
Yep, that's
Yep.
young Rorschach.
And
I don't
Yep,
trust
and
that
then
kid.
let's see when this date was here. Details. So this is 2015. So he's
Wow.
7.
7.
7? Yeah, he's 7.
7.
Oh man, is that audible? Did everyone hear me fart?
How long do I? No. I was watching that. Was it the stream last weekend? Man, it was some of those were really audible, and nobody really. You didn't. Nobody.
I
really
heard it.
agreed. It just
I
kinda
just kept
happened,
doing
and
it because,
everyone
like,
went
dude,
with
I had horrible gas.
it. I
Wait,
had
wait.
to
Was
I had
this
to
was
replay
this
that.
when Rick and I were on, or was this before?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
earlier?
one in the middle of
Yeah.
the week. I had to.
Because
I was like, wait,
Someone
did I hear
commented
that?
and it was like, "Man, I think I heard something," or like, it was like, "You're
Did I hear
ripping,
that?
aren't you?" Or it was like, "Oh
How did I
shit, they
miss
can hear."
those, man?
It was
Yeah,
I'm
it
more
was
wild.
deaf than I thought.
It was the 4 of us or the 5 of us or How many?
Four of us.
Four of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was just
Something
the
like that.
four of us. Yeah.
But
Oh,
Nick
here we
didn't
go.
move at all. It didn't like seem to phase him. Like
Depends
usually
though. I mean, do you have like a condenser mic? You know, some
Yeah.
pick up better than others.
I'll put my butt cheeks right up to it next time. We're gonna make sure everyone.
I was
hears
gonna say,
it.
please, don't keep us. Please don't keep that from us, Nick.
He's gonna sit directly.
You think
on
I
top
wouldn't
of
do
the
it?
microphone.
I'd totally do it. That
You
is
need
well within the realm of possibility here.
You need to
This
take
is
the
how
credit.
thralls
for it.
roll.
Take
Poop
the
jokes,
credit.
fart jokes,
Set it
dick
up,
jokes.
5-1 surround sound, ready to go. Ripping
Take
on
the
all.
bull by the horns and share it. Caring is sharing, as they say, or sharing is caring.
I agree.
Leave my
Sharing,
bull's horns
sharing.
out of this.
Teamwork makes the dream work. A whole
Teamwork
bunch of
makes
things
the
we can say about this time.
What, bud? What's the matter? What's the matter?
Hey Jake,
Jake, what's
wait, did,
Go ahead.
you had rum earlier, right? So
Yeah.
you're down with some beer. You're gonna feel like shit tomorrow. I just
Yeah.
called it now.
You got this, man. No, not
He
Jake,
soaked
you're
it up with
champion.
2 pounds of popcorn, so he should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I should
Dude,
be fine.
Gatorade
All right.
Gatorade has a new electrolyte drink.
Wait. You're not 40 yet.
Plus-
Man. Wait till you get there, man.
plus-
It's gonna,
Plus, Rick, this is only a 10%. So
holy
Oh.
shit? What?
On top of rum? Oh, you'll be fine.
No, you're gonna gain
Yeah.
superpowers tonight, man. This is your origin story.
What the hell is
Everything
it?
was going great, and then
What do
just Jake head butted his wall. Like, ah, I can fucking
the
smack him."
Russian Imperial Stout.
You're gonna get somebody
Wow.
pregnant tonight.
I like him.
Not with,
I like
not with
Imperial
this
Stout.
one around.
I like stouts. Puppy!
Well, wait a minute, Jake. Wait a minute, Jake.
This is
that,
this
is that a
little
girl or a
cock
boy?
blocker right here.
is that a girl
She's
or
a
a
girl.
boy? Okay.
Girl.
Well, you know, you still might get something pregnant tonight. Just saying.
Oh God.
What's up, Brian? Thank you. Thank you.
Oh wait. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah.
I screamed that at the show, even though Slayer wasn't playing, of course. You
Good.
have to hear that
Of
every
course
now and
you
then.
I'm looking.
You did it the other night, too,
Gotta
right?
be done.
Dude,
Oh, you
Yeah,
screamed
yeah,
it
yeah.
instantaneously.
Slayer!
I screamed it at a
Hold
Reverend
on.
Horton Heat show, and someone screamed it back. See, that's how I know you can do it anywhere. You just do it.
it's become
Wait,
a
you did
thing.
Slayer? You
It's
did
like, you know,
Slayer? Or you did
Let's
Slayer,
see.
or did you do
Skinner.
Freebird?
Slayer.
Oh, yeah.
Freebird's insulting, I think. Slayer, you know, that's so cool.
It's just got to be the one guy. You know, got to be the one guy that calls it out. You know, there's always one. You know,
Always.
Yeah. Someone actually beat me to it too. And usually I'm like the first one to do it because it's a plan thing. It's like I'm gonna do it. It's like, dude, don't do it. Shut up, I'm doing it.
Shut up and do it. Don't do it, but don't tell anyone.
No, they're gonna figure out it was me because it looks like who's the ass? It was him. It was definitely him. Like it was me. I did it.
So, have you guys done the drawing for the 10,000 yet, Nick?
Not yet. Actually, I was gonna say like since you had
Good.
time off. I mean, we were gonna record a review for the new Archaic tomorrow, and then we
Yeah.
can just do the drawing right then and there. I was gonna.
Yeah,
have
we'll
enough-
announce it tomorrow.
But wait
I'm
a minute.
looking
What?
forward
Hold
to
on.
winning that gift card.
Hold on a
I'm gonna
second.
get a
Yeah, I
lot
mean,
of
if you
great
pick my
hits.
name, there might be $5.
Dude, you know what? No, you're out. They don't sell greatest hits on Bandcamp. They shouldn't. Who the hell? What the? No, Jacob. Go to your
Hey, hold on a second. What am I
Wait,
missing?
You're already there.
What am I missing? What am
Oh,
I
What are you
missing?
missing?
The giveaway we're doing for
giveaway.
10,000. Yeah, we just got to do the whole little comment randomizer and announce that shit. And
But
yeah.
what's the entry thing into it? Did I
Oh,
miss that?
all you gotta do is comment on
prize?
the giveaway video. It's playing instantly on the channel. Yeah, for anyone that is watching that hasn't done that yet, you have a small window of opportunity here. But yeah,
Wow. Okay. Well, I didn't.
yeah, we-
I
Who
didn't
else
the
actually-
Alien Weaponry vinyl, which is a rare print. It's like an ocean blue too. It's really cool looking. A T-shirt. You know,
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. What are you doing? You're fucking.
I
up
hear-
Yeah. Wait a minute.
I
Hold
hear
on,
more
hold
audio.
Is there a
Yeah, here it is.
virtual lap dance?
Hang on, Jacob. Did you open a window that's open in back of that?
It's not me.
It's not me
Yeah,
either.
I don't have YouTube open.
I wonder if Devin does. Devin, dickhead.
What an asshole.
Does he respond to dickhead?
Yeah, he's not muted, so
Yeah, it's got to be. Mute him, Nick.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, Devin, you're playing stuff in the background.
Devin, you got something in the background that's throwing feedback back at us.
Okay, hang on.
Amateur.
Nope.
I kept hearing-
You wanted to leave.
Well, nobody said you had to leave, but when you turned on a
Right.
window in the back,
You
and it-
scared them off.
Ooh.
I kept hearing
Wow.
voices that weren't us. I was like, wait
I
a
think
minute.
it was.
actually, it
I
was.
think it was
actually,
us.
it was us. It was
Yeah.
us.
Well, yeah.
it was
Us
Elise.
from
There we
3
go.
seconds ago.
Yeah, he probably. There you go. Okay, so you had a YouTube window open, didn't you?
No.
Well, you must have, because. Okay, we're good. So go ahead. Where were we at? Where were we going? With
Oh,
that?
yeah,
Alien weaponry.
Alien weaponry, a T-shirt.
Is it
And
the cream blue marbled?
Yeah, for alien weaponry. Yeah, it's really cool looking. I mean, I have it down here. I just don't want to get it up because I handle vinyl like a Fabergé fucking egg because I don't want to fuck up anything. But yeah, and then the $100 gift card to
Bandcamp.
Bandcamp, which we can just email that.
So you're
like,
doing
your
3
code.
people or 1 person? 3 different
One
gifts?
person.
One person
one
gets
person gets
3
all that?
things. Yep.
Grand
Yeah.
prize
Yeah.
winner.
Yep.
Oh God, I gotta.
Damn, that's pretty fucking sweet.
Yeah, I mean, we figure we actually earn some money from like ad revenue and shit, and it's like this is kind of a cool
Give
way
back a little bit.
to
You
give
know?
back. And dude, like if we pretty much said like, hey man, if there's a bunch of shit we reviewed that you didn't get and you really wanted to, here's your fucking chance. Go buy that shit and buy it on
Yeah.
a Friday.
Next
Damn,
Bandcamp
that's
Friday.
very. That's
Have you
really
guys
nice.
reviewed any
That's
greatest
nice. of you.
hits?
No,
Did you?
Jake.
Yeah, congrats.
Of course, they'd all be like 5
Not
stars
real.
because of the greatest hits. Duh.
It must not feel real, right? Like 10,000 must be like just.
Dude,
Insane.
honestly, like
It's-
every
It's unreal.
1,000
I-
hasn't felt
I
real.
wasn't.
Like, I'm questioning
I don't even
everybody's
know. I don't
taste.
even know
Everyone
what to
that's
say,
subscribed
you
to
know?
us.
Yeah, I don't know. That's really it's cool. I
It
didn't.
is.
It was unfathomable, 2 years ago, and it's hard to believe right now. So
You guys started 2 years ago.
or 3 years ago.
Yeah, well, the first video
2018.
went up
For
in
it was Nick's
2019.
birthday in 2018. It was
Before
your
the
40th
pandemic?
birthday.
Yeah, we started before the pandemic, and
Whoa.
we just kind of powered through because I was stuck here, and Joe was already living here at that
Yep.
point. And so I was like, well, fuck it, we just make videos. Why not?
We
Well,
we
you
were
know
all
what?
around we were all around each other constantly, before lockdown. So we figured, like, all right, fuck it. None of us.
If
are
any
sick,
one of us
so-
gets sick, we disappear for a little bit.
Yep.
And
Yep.
luckily, we were pretty good about it. I mean, I fucking masked up everywhere as soon as vaccines were available. I got fucking mine, and even got the booster and everything, which looks like there's another fucking variant, I guess, brewing in Europe.
Of course there
Oh,
is.
great.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
it's interesting to note that, the thing that got me into the YouTube video thing, we were talking about this earlier, Brian and Devin and I and Jimmy a little bit, was that I didn't know about any of these metal channels until I kind of tapped into the whole Sea of Tranquility thing, Pete Pardo. And when he started, and this is October 19th, he had 12,000 people. He's got 76,000 now. Now, he was working from home and he was doing constant content, which tells me that in a lot of ways his employer was probably paying him to make YouTube videos. But anyway, but he did good stuff and it really exploded for him. And that's kind of when shit exploded for you, Nick, over the lockdown period where it just started exponentially going crazy.
it was
And
a couple.
you had a
like,
lot of time to make
videos.
videos.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the pandemic is what did it for us. We had less than 1,000 subs when we went into the pandemic, and then now coming out of it, we have 10.
Yeah, that
I
blew
think
my mind.
I think it just really helped. I think everybody being home and the fact that we went from posting videos every week to pretty much one every day, and
That's the big key right there. You became a constant algorithm thing. You were being seen by a lot of people, and those people were sharing, and et cetera, et cetera. Now, I mean, me, Brian, Rick, Nick, Devin's got a little more than all the rest of us here. I think you're over 5, aren't you?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, you've been
but
cranking out videos.
but none of us
regularly.
do regular postings daily. You know what I mean? We just don't. I could, I guess, but they'd be shitty. So I kind of.
More time.
But I mean, when you can focus on constantly churning material out that's quality, and you up your game as far as what you're doing, you know, from the video and audio editing side of things, it starts to happen. I mean, you guys remember? I know Devin's and Rick are going to know who this is. That Niam or Niam, the prog nerd chick that started, and inside of like fucking 3 months, she had 12,000 fucking people follow her. Now, she was on Pardo one time, and there were a couple different other shows that had her on, and that really helped move the needle. But it's nobody, I think, would have gone astronomical without the pandemic the way.
Yeah.
Pardo, like I said, he went rockets interstellar from during the pandemic.
75 or 80,000?
I was going to say
like that.
7. Nah, I think he's at like 72.6 or something like that.
Yeah, I think he said it took him like 4 years just to get to 1,000.
Yeah. And he started in 2014.
Wow.
And I could tell you when I ran into him in October of 19, you know, so what, 5-6 months before the pandemic, he was I'd notice from week to week when he was doing 2 or 3 postings a week, I'd notice maybe 20, 30, 40 subs, but all of a sudden it was like 2,000 in a day. And then it was like, what the fuck? And I remember when I first saw you guys, I think you guys only had like 1,500 subs. And I was like, what the fuck happened with those? And then I was like, it's the daily postings. It's the constant content, and you know, and
It's
good
not
on you,
the
man.
charm or the intellect that is completely ruled out.
It's definitely not your looks.
Well,
it's definitely
No,
not your looks.
definitely not my looks.
Personality.
This is probably the most favorable lighting to it. It still doesn't look good.
I'm not what you
No.
call an attractive man.
You know what? But here's the
tune in
thing.
for the personalities. That's what I.
They do. They absolutely do.
And the one people
They
that
do.
have really
Or
entertaining and down to earth personalities.
Well, we'll let you know.
or
when
there's
we
one
find
other,
those
there's
people.
one other thing.
Good luck.
There's one other thing that people tune in for. Hot chicks in bikinis.
Well, yeah,
Trust me.
Yeah.
That fucking there is a girl, she does these cool like nature videos things. Her name's Dr. Hannah.
Barbera?
What's her last name? No, shut up, man. Hannah.
Does she have a
I'll have
dog
to
named
look it up.
Buckleberry?
No, she doesn't.
Okay.
What she has
has
is the
Jellystone
most
part?
banging. What she has is the most banging fucking bikini body you will ever see, and she goes and travels around in a truck and goes to all these really cool places.
Dr. Hannah Strait.
That's only because you haven't
Straight.
seen my bikini body.
That's
Jeff.
true.
I was
Well,
gonna say-
I
Bribe. Okay.
you keep teasing, and I keep waiting. But you know, one day, sir, I'm just not going to be here waiting for you anymore. I'm just saying that. So just you know. But no, yeah. What's her name?
It's all about
That-
the buildup.
Dr. Hannah
That's her right
Strait.
there,
Where's it?
dude. That
Right,
girl,
right.
and she does. Say again. What is it? Hannah
Dr. Hannah Strait, like straight as an arrow.
Arrow. Yeah.
Wow,
Bookmark that, and I'm gonna go off camera for just a moment.
Better turn off the audio.
Yeah, please mute. Please. Oh, he did mute.
No, they can't hear me anymore.
And you know what, man? She's hot as hell. She's smart. She does
Jesus.
great,
Got some
really
tattoos,
cool
I
looking
see.
videos.
Hello.
But here's
Hello.
the deal, man.
Hello.
I don't know how many
How are you,
fucking
Matt?
subs does he have? How many
Only got
subs does
80.
she have?
She has
I don't-
223 subscribers.
No.
I mean,
1,000.
or, 223,000
Yeah.
subscribers.
Yeah.
Wow, way to
That's a
sell her
lot.
short.
Yeah.
She only got 87
I mean-
videos, so that makes me think.
I mean, if
Exactly.
she's wearing any of these outfits in them, Yeah.
She's in a bikini in almost every one of them.
she's not in anything in this one, but unfortunately, she's also in a pool. Oh, well.
No, she does. She'll get out of the pool and she'll
Oh,
show
she's
off
gonna
that
camp in
body.
a school bus.
Oh,
And I hate
Well,
to be
good night, guys.
misogynistic.
It's been real. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, we'll see you, John. It was nice seeing you, buddy.
What kind of doctor is she?
She actually
I
is
know what
from
to play Dr.
Pittsburgh.
with. What?
No, she's from Pittsburgh, and she's actually a psychologist. So she's no dummy, and
She's got brains. Yep.
she's very she's very smart. She's very sweet, but she's very, very coy about how she brings them in. She knows she's no dummy. And
Well,
you
of course
watch
not.
like some of those shows, like you ever see these nomadic lifestyle YouTube shows where it's like two people traveling in a van? 9 times out of 10, not every time, but 9 times out of 10, the ones that have a lot of subs, the chick is smoking, and that's come on, man. I mean, sex
Didn't it
sells. We all know that.
Didn't that just happen over
Exactly.
last summer?
Exactly.
With that,
That's
that
why we're a
couple?
bunch of dudes. That's why we're 7 dudes on a fucking channel on a live stream at 3:30 in the morning. Hey guys, what are you doing?
Well,
I'm eating
hold
pizza.
on.
Are you eating pizza?
Hold
I'm having
on.
Hot Pockets. Who farted?
To be
Yep.
to be fair, though, to be
Poor
fair, one of us is married and the other one's pretty much married. The rest of us and one of us has very distinctive circumstances that changed for him. The rest of us are fucking losers. Let's be honest. And one of us is really fucking. One of us is really old and fat and
Should I feel
unhealthy.
attacked?
So there
I
you
feel
go.
like I should feel
No,
attacked.
Nick-
One of us is.
Nick
one
You
of
not
should
us
that
feel.
old
You
yet.
should feel
is out
attacked.
getting some right now instead of hanging out with fucking old guys.
Well, hey man, we're not keeping you here. We're not keeping you here.
I mean,
My wife's
Of course
got a
your dog's-
cold. She's had a
Of course,
cold
your
for
dog's
months.
not going to let you get any anyways,
Yeah.
dude. You know that.
Jake, we all know you could do it a lot better right now, but we're glad you're not doing better right now.
That's right. Or you might as well just take us in with you. Then you can show me that that bikini body of yours.
Oh,
There's always that.
gotta keep people waiting for something, Jeff. I can't, show my hand too soon.
Dude,
Well,
send
I
for the
wasn't-
OnlyFans,
You
man.
know,
we
Ryan,
weren't really
that.
interested.
I went out with this gal last night.
She was
I was going
pale.
to say, Jake, it's not your hand we're interested in seeing.
Well, the right hand never says no.
That's true.
Well, I mean, if he
Well,
sits on
unless
it
it's,
too long,
unless it's
it
broken.
doesn't really say yes.
Unless it's broken.
Oh, the stranger.
Does it really have a? Does it really ever have a choice though? That's the thing.
It
I'm
does.
sure it wishes it did.
The hi-hat hand is so much faster than the snare.
Glass beating off.
It ends with a catch symbol.
I beat off to a metronome, a click track.
Oh, jeez. TMI, man.
Don't knock it till you try it, man.
Right?
Well,
I'm
Rhythm
trying
I'm
to
pretty
help.
sure I have.
Rhythm is a dancer.
I'm pretty sure I have once in my life. I'm pretty sure. Where are we at here? Hold on.
Just trying to help. We here at Thralls of Metal care. Okay?
That's right. We care about you and your sexual health.
Deviancy.
Right.
Sexual
Mostly
deviancy.
deviancy. Mostly
Just because
deviancy.
we don't get any doesn't mean you don't have to.
So
But-
again, back to kitty porn.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
Jeff,
Oh, kitty porn. Kitty
Well, the FBI should have him now.
Put
There he
Jeff,
is.
put Jeff on mute.
That you're grounded, mister. Oh, I think we lost.
You lose Jake again. Jake
We lost him
Jake actually.
completely this time.
I was just gonna say, Jake actually thought, you know what? Fuck these guys. I am gonna go get some.
Either that or he's changing into his bikini.
Ah,
Don't rule that out. Come on.
there's always hope, right? There's always hope.
I'm gonna
Wow.
change it to mine real quick.
There you go, John. Oh,
God.
he's not there to see that one.
Jack software listens to avoided.
I mean, yeah,
Where's
He looked- dude. Ken Badine's one of his favorite drummers.
Yes.
Yep,
who is?
Ken Badine, drummer for Aborted. Dude's a fucking machine.
Yeah, it's one of my.
Uh,
He's one of my favorites. I got to meet him a couple years ago, and I was so starstruck that I was standing there that I couldn't figure out whether I was going to smile or do a metal face or float the horns. When they took the picture, I was just like, It was great.
Oh, here we go.
The horns. When they took the picture,
Sorry.
I was like,
had to get out of here. I thought Jeff was going full Dagon.
Here we go.
What?
We thought you were
Sorry.
changing into bikini. We were actually
Yeah.
going to place bets.
We were hoping.
Yep. Dude, he's
What's
a
that?
fucking beast.
Yes. Yep.
Dude, when we talked to him, it was right after the fucking set. He didn't even break a fucking sweat.
No,
Wow.
he was off the stage 2 minutes when I shook his hand, and he was like, "Hey, man, not sweating, just like, hey,
Not even
great
breathing
show,
heavy.
huh?" And I
That's-
was like, how
That's fucking weird.
how
He was talking about like he like worked on like breathing techniques so he could do
Yep,
longer
different
fucking
breathing
sets and shit like that.
exercises.
And
Where are they from?
Belgium.
well, he's from California. I believe. But yeah, they're international. Most of the band is American now, and then Svenko's from Belgium.
And Stefano's from Italy.
Yeah, Stefano's from Italy, and then I think the other guys are all from the U.S.
I think so too.
Were those guys in other bands?
I know.
I'll just look.
Actually, all right. The newest guitarist, didn't he already leave?
Yes.
Yeah,
They were down to 4 people.
They had a dude from Vale of Panathen, and then he left over like 1 year.
Yeah.
Isn't the bass player Hideous Divinity?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Stefano.
yeah.
That dude's really fucking good.
That's when we met him. Was at the Hideous Divinity show. He came up to us, and he was like, "You guys are from YouTube," and we were like, "What?"
Yeah.
No shit.
excuse
We
me?
knew you.
Huh? You're from where? Who? Okay. Yep.
Wait,
so-
That's kind of cool though.
Now.
That's
Yeah.
kind of cool, man.
it was.
That was
cool.
probably our first like little like kind of starstruck moments. Like, hey, you're the YouTube guys. Like,
yeah, we are. But you play bass and you're fucking. Wow.
Yeah, not as though it was much of a contest, but you're already a lot cooler than we'll probably ever be.
We actually make music, but we just talk about it.
We just talk about it. You do all the cool shit that we talk about. Like, can you do any of that? No. Are you kidding? But he can, and we're here to talk about it.
See, though, guys, you two guys, the Thralls channel now, the Thralls Entertainment Network, I shall call it.
Thralls Collective.
The collective.
I think
yes.
you're insinuating
You guys-
a lot by saying people are entertained. So,
Right.
Well, okay. There's no accounting for bad taste, but anyway,
Fair.
What else
you
am I
guys
gonna
are
do
in a
with Twitter?
you're in a unique place though right now because, quite frankly, the draw and the audience that you have could really start lending itself to easily branching out and doing like a lot more interviews. Now I know you did the Max, the Cavalera thing,
Yeah.
but I mean, you've got a reach now that's pretty extensive, so it wouldn't be real hard, I bet, to get on what am I trying to say here? The publicist lists at various labels to start getting
Yeah.
real interviews in, man.
Yeah, that's actually probably a thing. Well, I know Miller's been talking about that anyway. Miller was the one that did all the legwork to get us Max. I mean,
Right.
aside from the fact that Max shouted us out, but I mean,
Like, see, I asked Paul to join me for the Tangerine Dream thing, Paul Riedel. And I just found out from Brian, I guess. Was it you that told me that, Brian? Was that you that said that earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going. Paul told me he doesn't like doing YouTube interviews. They've only done 2, and that's very true. He's only done 2 YouTube videos ever thus far. And I asked him to do this Tangerine Dream deep dive with me, and he came to tell me that he only really likes the first 4 Tangerine Dream. He doesn't feel like he'd have a lot to add. And I was like, okay, that's cool. I said, what about doing like an interview with about Time Wave Zero and such? And he's like, man, he goes, I'd love to do an interview with you if it was a zine, but I'm just not a YouTube guy. Well, I come to find out tomorrow he's doing an interview with a YouTube channel, but the guy has 7,500 subs.
Metal
And-
Meltdown. You know the Metal
Right.
Meltdown?
Oh yeah, Metal Meltdown. Yeah, that'd
Right.
be
He's
really
got cool
entertaining.
channel. Yeah.
yes.
So,
he's very entertaining.
The thing that, I think I asked the guy Kendall Bechtel from Fifth Angel to join me, never heard a word back from him. I'm going to ask, I figure, fuck it. People say no, they say no. That's the worst that can happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm going to
true.
ask Craig LaCicero to join me. Craig and I talk quite a bit on his Instagram page, so I'm hoping he'll be like, yeah, what the fuck, I'll join. We'll talk. We're going to talk Forbidden and stuff. But
You gotta reach
know.
out to Steph and get some tips on how to score these big interviews. Jeff.
apparently I need to, man.
Yeah, John McEntee.
Apparently I got to.
I think whatever system that Pedro AP Reacts does, man, like he's got some magic happening because he seems to get them.
I think he's on like all the publicist lists.
Who's
What
that?
about
It's
little
Pedro.
punk people?
AP reacts.
Yeah.
That dude interviews everybody.
Not
Yes.
demos, but
I mean, hell,
Wow.
Chris.
I mean, really,
yeah,
we could have Chris.
Metalomania, dude. He interviews fucking
yeah.
everybody.
Yes.
Chris
Yeah.
interviews
every week.
everybody.
He got Venom
Yeah, the
Prison.
sad thing is he
All that.
doesn't get very many views on his videos, hardly any.
I know. It's weird. He puts in a lot of fucking work on those videos, and he's really good at it. His interviews are fucking fun. But he just hit 1,000 subscribers. Maybe that'll kick over.
Wait, say that again.
He just hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday, I believe. So
yeah, I saw that.
Wow, he must have really ramped up because the last I saw, he only had a couple hundred.
He had 600 a couple months ago, and then
I think
he's at 1,000 now. So I think maybe he's
good for
finally
him.
hitting. Yeah.
I think he's shortened up some of the stuff though. Like he's not doing like always the like 2-hour program. He's
That may
doing
be part of it.
Yeah, I told we talked to him about like because he has asking us for advice in terms of like cracking the YouTube code, and it's like, well, we just upload stuff all the time, but like when it comes down to reviews, like most of the time we just try to make sure it's like over 10 minutes, and as long as we keep talking about stuff that's relevant and pepper in some fucking humor, you want to give them a bite-sized chunk for certain things, and then other things they're more long form, like what's John Jam and the collection updates,
stuff like this even.
Yeah, but none of your stuff is really super long. Like some of the things are on mine. It's like you guys usually even in your like rankings when it's all 4 of you and stuff like that. They're generally not over like an hour. What's the longest video you have? Like an hour and a half?
2 hours, I think.
Well, I mean, we have the 2.5-hour talk with Kane from the Amenta, which man, I didn't want to edit out anything on that one, but I had to because it was like
that was a lot of fun.
It was long, but yeah.
That's what she said.
We did Iron Maiden in 2 parts, but we probably could have done that one in 1. But
Black Sabbath was
longer. Yeah, the Black Sabbath one is over 2 hours. I want to say, but it's also one of our most viewed too.
So Chris,
that Cannibal Corpse ranking, dude, that still is climbing.
Oh yeah.
Chris has, what'd you say, 1,000? He just hit 1,000 subscribers.
Yep.
He's got a video from 11 days ago that only has 64 views. That's so strange.
I don't know. Like
that is weird.
Like what I do, I mean, I know he does share his videos on Facebook in different groups. I'm a member of like a fuck ton of groups. Like, and I joined a bunch specifically, like, all right, like death metal, black metal.
I don't do any of that.
Yeah.
I don't do any of that. Yep.
Whatever it is, like, tomorrow is Coffin Worm. I'm gonna throw every fucking death metal related channel and all the old metal ones. What?
You reviewed it already?
Oh, the Coffin Worm? Yeah, I did that one, dude.
Damn it!
Dude, it's nasty, dude.
It is. Damn it!
It's so foul and gross. I love it.
Which worm?
Not Coffin Worm. Sorry, Crypt Worm.
Crypt Worm.
I got my worms
Yeah,
there is a Coffin Worm.
There is a Coffin Worm. I have their.
I just finished that Crypt Worm album. That's nasty.
It's
I
gross.
don't like it.
Dude,
is that the one from England? They're from they're UK, right? Yeah.
Actually, the guitarist and frontman is in Rathanas, the Hungarian death doom band. Which, if you guys haven't, dude, that last album they put out is fucking fantastic. But the drummer, he's in a number of bands, but the only one I saw that seemed familiar was a black metal act.
What are you doing?
Goat Church.
But
talking to your mic, Jeff, trying to get it up.
I'm talking to my cat, Jacob. Relax.
Hey there, little fella. You mind if I pet you?
I'm talking to my pussy. Okay, ease up.
The guys can watch. It's okay.
Well, he's throwing $5 to your Patreon.
Yeah. Well, my OnlyFans, you mean?
You kicking up an OnlyFans, Jeff?
Yeah. Why not, man? Look.
Devin might subscribe.
There he is. There's the boy. What's up, buddy?
That was one of the things that I figured would actually work in terms of like branching us out was joining a bunch of different groups on Facebook that are different kinds of metal groups, and so far that's worked. And I was cool about it. Like as soon as I joined, it was like, all right, I just want you to know, like I'll be sharing reviews. Is that okay? And most of the time, I was like, yeah, dude, we totally welcome that shit. The black metal.
That's great.
Pages are a little bit more like this isn't true called black metal. There's no fucking goat's blood to it. Like, oh god.
You can only post videos if you give me your child's first unborn fetus.
What was that?
The precious.
Was that a fart?
What's the name, Devin?
Ricky,
How old?
4.
Oh, I love boxers.
He's a 7th boxer.
Doggy.
What?
Calm down, John. Calm
I
down.
kiss my dog on the lips. Is that weird?
That's a little weird.
Is it?
Is there tongue?
You still using
It's her
lipstick?
tongue.
Not only on her.
It's her tongue.
Yeah, who tongues, Brian? Is it her or you?
Is there lipstick
That-
or
that-
rouge involved? Is there a cameraman?
Do you brush your teeth or not?
How far do you live
Dude.
from school?
How far do you live from the pound?
Oh, this is raw.
Well, now that
stuff
Brian's
there,
on
man.
every watch list,
Damn it. I got most of them from the previous stream. I got a Schnell shit list.
what's the Schnell thing? Like, I missed
What?
that.
What's
what was that? The Schnell thing? Whatever. What is that? Is that?
What?
Go ahead, Brian. Film in.
Are you familiar with his channel?
I don't know. Who is it?
It's so
Adam
surprising.
Schnellenbach.
Vital
Who is it?
Vinyl Vlog or Adam
Adam
Schnellenbach?
Schnellenbach.
No.
Really?
I don't think
No.
You
I
probably
mean, there's
should.
a lot of channels out there.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if you hadn't seen him. Pull up. Are you on? What are you on your phone or the?
I'm on my
Computer.
computer. Hold on.
Yeah, he's got like
Pull up.
5,000. He's been around. He's been doing this a long time.
Yeah, he's been doing it probably since like
5, 6
14
years.
or
What's the channel
15.
name?
It's his. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
ADAM SCHNELL
Wait.
ENBACH.
Wait. What was? Right. Sorry.
No. Adam. ADAM.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
his name.
Here, I check
Schnell.
the chat.
Check the chat, Nick.
S
He put it in the chat.
SCHNELL ENBACH.
All right, story time, Brian. Let's hear it.
Oh.
man,
Okay.
where do I
All right.
start?
You want to tell it or you want me to tell it?
You go ahead. You're
I'm already
Go for it.
I'm already deep in, right?
You're passionate about it, yeah.
Well, look, here's the deal. I've met Schnell twice. He's a harmless enough dude. But he doesn't work. He's 35 years old, lives with mom. Hasn't worked, it sounds like, in forever. He's been through some shit. I know he was a heroin addict at one point in time years ago, but he's clean on that for many, many years. And I tried like hell to get him to come on streams for about a year or so ago. I tried to get him on streams. I met him in Philadelphia. He lives down where, in the same place Rick does, same city. Long story short,
right?
I'm sorry.
Because you knew him from YouTube, right?
I saw him do a one day it just popped up. I saw him do a review of Planetary Clairvoyance, and I was going to see that show. And I said, "Hey man, I'm coming down to that show." He said he lived near Philly or in Philly. He was going to that show. I said, "I'm coming down to that show. Liked your review. It was really cool. Maybe I'll see you at the show." And I got to the show and I saw him. And I walked over and tapped on his shoulder and I said, "Hey man, I'm that dude, Metal Madness 6'6". I'm from up in Lancaster." And he just looked at me, first of all, like a deer in the headlight. Now, it turns out I found out later that he has really severe anxiety. And I can understand that. I can really appreciate that because I've been there, done that, was medicated for a lot of years, fucked me up really bad, that medication. And so I know what it's like to deal with social anxiety. You wouldn't think that knowing me and listening to me, but I've had damn near suicidal thoughts over anxiety at times in my life. So,
I get panic attacks at shows sometimes. So
I have had them terrible, man, where I've actually had to walk out. And he's really bad. And I mean, from what I understand, I don't want to tell his story, but he opened up one time on a video and said he's very heavily medicated, which makes sense because he has it that bad. But here's the deal. He would always make it a real point in the last year and a half to talk about how poor he is, that he had no money for food and he had to buy the cheap Pop-Tarts because he couldn't afford the expensive Pop-Tarts. And
Those
he would
cheap
talk about
Pop-Tarts
how
are good, though.
The goddamn Walmart brand Pop Tarts is bullshit.
no, like the dollar store, the dollar store brand, man.
They're
And he
not
would talk
bad.
about buying.
Great value Pop Tart. What am
Yeah,
I?
yeah.
Fucking swine.
But he would talk about shit like,
Listen here, Philistines.
Yes.
but no, he would talk about things like how he only had enough money to buy 1 cup of coffee that week, or he had enough money to buy 1 carton of ramen, and that had to get him through a week. And he would talk about this stuff, and then when people would be, then I started noticing that there was sort of a method to the madness, shall we say, where I'd love to review XYZ releases, but I don't have the money, and I can't accept money because I don't have a bank account, so you can't send me money, but you can send me albums and tapes and CDs, and I'll review them for the channel, quote unquote, okay? And it's, unfortunately, in the last year or so, to me, it's become a real grifting thing, watching it, where every fucking time he's talking about how much I really would like to have this, but I can't because I don't have the money. But yet he's got money for fine medicinal marijuana, unless everybody's sending him shit in the mail by the caseload. Where do you have the money to buy that shit, but you can't fucking go out and buy the records that you're reviewing
Right.
for your channel?
Well, and
So here's the deal.
Medicinal
Here's the
marijuana
deal.
is
Own
still
a record to
expensive.
review it.
Yeah, here's the deal. I don't care what any of you guys do with your channel as far as getting money in. It's none of my fucking business, okay? It just isn't. I'm not going to do it. It's just not my gig, okay? I'm sick. I'm very ill. I can't work. I don't ask anybody for fucking charity. Rick has been super fucking kind to me. Brian's been kind to me. Jake has been kind to me. And even that little dickhead Maze of Torment's been kind to me at times.
I think he heard you.
And you guys have been kind. You sent me this shirt, But I never asked anybody for anything, and I would never ask anybody for anything. It's just not my fucking role, It's just not the way I roll. But here's the deal. When you're getting on your channel and you're basically fucking grifting and saying, well, I would do this, but I can't because you're tugging on people's quote-unquote heartstrings when you won't go out and get a motherfucking job. Now, maybe he can't work, but if he can't, well, then get on disability, dude. Or get some government assistance, whatever you need to do. I've had to actually go get food stamps. Never in my fucking life did I ever think at 55 years old I'd have to get food stamps. These 4 cats right here bought me groceries last October, man. I didn't even know about it. I just woke up to a phone text from Rick saying, go get the groceries off your front fucking lawn, dude. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? These guys all piled together to get me food. Now, I'm not in as bad a shape as I was back then, but I'm still not in great shape. But here's the deal.
Well, we're trying to guess with some feminine hygiene, just in case.
Oh, fuck off! That's why I'll never.
There was that one time.
There's that
He
one
needs a
time,
toilet brush. Like
it's really funny. It's really funny though. I didn't understand why when I would put them up to my mouth to wipe my mouth, they kind of cupped my nose. It was strange. Anyways,
very.
They were
supposed to be Band-Aids. It was a bad substitution.
Oh, make great.
Here's the bottom line. I'll wrap it up real quick here. I just don't think you should be on YouTube doing something you love doing, grifting people and getting stoned and sitting there and begging people for fucking money on YouTube. If somebody comes to you and says, hey, man, I want to give you what's it say? I can't read it. Blow them up.
Yeah, you got to read it.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Or you want to read it?
Help us hit the 150 mark so I can get my Vimeo video account back up and do more cool stuff for the Patreon. You can also donate during the live stream Fridays. After 4 years, we can finally do it. I'll be going live in a few. Heavy hails.
And here's the deal. He's been doing these live streams during the middle of the afternoon and in the evening all the time. And according to Phil, our buddy Phil, he gets fucking real punchy if nobody fucking gives him any money during the live stream. Fuck that shit. That's fucking asshole. And I mean, I know you guys have a Patreon, and I'm not bagging on you guys. But here, let me just finish.
Yeah, okay.
Let me just finish this. you're not getting on these videos begging people for shit. Never
No.
have I seen you guys do
No.
that. So,
No.
and all you guys work except for Nick. And Nick, you got your circumstances. You can do what you want, and that's super cool. And I envy you, although I don't work, but I'm not well enough to work, and that's a whole different story. I would love to be working. But here's the deal, man. You don't get on there and fucking tug on people's heartstrings that I'm poor and I can't do this but you need to help me out. I get it. Everybody has circumstances, and I get it. Adam has some limitations in his situation, like I do. But you don't see me fucking begging, and I won't fucking beg, and I wouldn't even do this if it entailed doing that. And personally, I'm not going to do the Patreon thing. It's just how it is for me. It's how I look at it. If somebody here, I will say this openly. If somebody watching my videos privately contacted me or in the comments said, hey, man, I want to send you some money, or hey, man, I want to send you some albums, I am going to say, sure. I'm not above that. So maybe that's hypocritical of me. Maybe that's hypocritical of me to say. But if somebody reaches out to me privately or publicly and says, hey, man, I really want you to look at this album or this band's catalog, I'm going to send you some money to help you do that. Sure. I'll be cool with that. But I'll be goddamn if I'm going to go, hey, man, next month I'd really like to do this interview or this review. Can you help me out again? That's just not how I'm going to do it. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
Especially like doing fucking reviews. You don't need the fucking physical media to do a review of something.
Right.
I was going to say, there's a big difference between that and an individual sending you shit and nothing in return. But if a label wants to send you shit or something like that,
oh, totally different.
Because you're promoting
Totally
whatever it is.
I would
And they
never
don't
reach
send you-
out to a label and say, "Hey, send me the shit and I'll review it for you."
They're getting something
They
back
reach
out
out
of
to
that.
me.
Well, not only that,
Yeah,
the
probably.
labels don't send you physical product much anymore. They send you download links.
Download
most of the
codes.
time.
They actually send you a link.
Yeah.
A link to
So,
a stream.
The
or
smaller
whatever.
guys may still send you like tapes or whatever, and there's a certain person.
Right.
A lot of
Well,
stuff.
like, yeah, there is
Ken
a certain person that gets a lot of that shit that way. And you know what? To his credit, he does do a pretty thorough job of getting into that
And
shit
I
and
don't
giving
think
back.
I don't think he asks for it. The labels reach out to him.
I think you're
So
right.
give
I think
him
you're right about that. I think you're right.
I
And,
think he's
and
not
you know
the
what?
type of guy that would ever ask for shit.
No, and I'm not. And Ken has money. Ken has money. It's clear he does. He has a really nice house. He's got
there's an agreement
thousands
too
and
where
thousands of.
it's talked about beforehand, and if it just shows up, you agree, hey, I'm going to promote this, and in exchange, and it's helping out the labels too.
Yeah,
Or
and
whoever.
he's honest. He'll say when something he doesn't like it. I've seen him. I don't watch. I've only probably watched 3 of his videos doing this shit, and I've seen him say, "Yeah, this wasn't for me."
Well, I will
But
say this
he'll
much.
be honest about it.
I do
Yeah.
know that at one point in time, Adam used to get stuff from labels, but I think they stopped sending him stuff from what I gather. I think a lot of labels just got kind of fed up with the grifting. And that's the point I'm getting at is don't take advantage of your subscriber base. Don't be a prick like that. That's just uncool to me.
Yeah, there was one video he did where he wanted the LP, but he got the tape instead and threw a giant bitch fit.
Yeah.
No.
God.
Listen, the worst was this is when I had it with this channel. Was when it was his birthday, right? And he needed a new record player. His record player was shot. And his mom got him a gift. And it was a record player. It was a Crosley. And he just kind of shit on it, And I was like, man, this is bullshit. Your mom probably spent her hard-earned money on this.
Yeah.
Something you wanted.
You're lucky you're not homeless, dude.
I was just gonna say he fucking lives there with his
Whatever.
mother, who's a teacher, and you know damn well that she's carrying the bills. She's carrying the load there, and
teachers don't make shit.
Yep.
Well, in Philly, they're probably making enough to survive, but I mean, that's not. But I'm not. That's not my whole point. He's 36 years old, I think, and he lives with his mom. He hasn't worked a job in forever. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's just like, show some fucking initiative and do something with your life a little bit. You don't necessarily have to go fucking clean toilets, but go do something and make something happen. If you're not, unless you're ill, if you're really ill, get on disability and, help your mom out for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
But we don't know. We don't know the circumstances, but you can kind of infer what's going on. And it's like, you're 36 years old and you have all these medical problems and all these issues.
but yet you're down in the woods digging fucking trails and BMX bike riding, and then you break your fucking neck, and it's like, dude, what? And you don't even have fucking. I don't think he has insurance. Did he have insurance, Brian?
I mean, I think he's probably got one of those medical cards, state medical cards.
Yeah,
like, is what I gather. I don't really know.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm on state medical insurance right now. I don't have any other alternative. If I don't, I would have hundreds of thousands of dollars of bills. So, and do I feel guilty about that? No, I'm not. I don't, because I paid into that system for fucking 40 years of my life,
Right.
most of it. I've been working
Right.
since I was 15. So the bottom line is, if I don't have that shit, I'm fucking doomed. I might as well just go put a bullet in my head. So I don't really have an issue with that. But even when he fucking had remember when he went in the hospital and all he was doing was fucking ragging on the people, but what are they letting me out of here for? And they won't give me real drugs, and they won't. It's like, dude, what is fucking wrong with you, man?
Yeah,
Now
he's
my
got a
aunt,
skewed reality.
but my aunt broke her neck in a car accident, and it was pretty serious. She was in a goddamn helmet thing where you couldn't move your neck for 6 months.
Oh, the brace.
Yeah, and she
Halo.
was in the hospital. She was in the hospital for a month and a half. If he broke his neck that fucking bad, they never would have let him out of there. That's just, it's a lot of drama, dude. And if he sees this shit and fucking rags, just, come at me, dude. I don't care, man. I just think you're kind of a lowlife, man, and that's just really uncool. And then when he did all the shit with his band, the Accursed Womb thing, where he fucking every day it's spamming every fucking Instagram and all his YouTube stuff to, guys, there's only 9 more tapes. You got to get these sold, otherwise I can't get more made. It's like, bro, you're just too much, man. I stopped watching. I just couldn't handle it anymore.
Well, I mean, when you brought the whole like them sending him albums and him pitching a bitch about the medium and shit like that, it's like, dude, all right. If you really cared about like helping out the bands by reviewing their stuff, you could just find a stream on YouTube. Because honestly, if you're just asking for free shit from them, you might as well at least stream it on fucking Spotify so they get a little bit of something. They have to pay postage to send it to you to hopefully get a good review out of you.
Right. And I mean, I do think his heart is in the right place with all the metal. I think he loves the stuff. He's pretty knowledgeable, especially on the really, the what I would call the
Really
the underground stuff. Yeah, Rick, thanks. And I know Rick knows him, and Rick's spoken to him a little bit and helped him out a little bit and stuff like that. And I don't know, man. I mean, he always does thank everybody profusely, but I just always get the feeling that it's kind of it's just words. It's not really. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe all this is going to come back to haunt me, and I'll shoulder the blame for all this. That I'm the big dickhead that's being a meanie. But and Marty doesn't like him either. I mean, you saw what Marty was writing about him tonight. He's like, that dude's a grifter, man. It's not cool,
That's what it sounds
I don't know.
like.
It's just,
but again, I don't know all the shit as well. But I mean, that definitely sounds kind of shady because, like I said, if he actually cared about the bands and wanted to do a review, he could stream them. Because waiting for them to send him stuff, he's still costing them money. At least with the stream, like you're kind of at least helping him out, and you can still like. I mean, is he trying to get it before the release date or something like that?
not normally. He's usually with, pre-order.
So, there's no excuse then. There's no fucking excuse. You can't. You can get anything on a live. I'm sorry. You can get anything on a fucking YouTube link.
Yeah,
you can go find the shit on Spotify.
It's probably all the rare shit that he's begging for.
Exactly.
About that he's reviewing the real underground shit.
Exactly, and then what he does,
100 copies of press.
But then what he's done, then Jake, and I've seen this happen, and Brian, I think you saw it too. He opened up a distro and was starting to sell some of this shit, and it's like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, it's
under the pretext of medical bills from the broken neck.
Medical bills.
And I believe, I'm sure he's got terrible medical bills because of that.
But
so
is he paying them?
A lot of his collection, a lot of rare stuff.
And I notice now he's really, since like September or August or September or October, he's suddenly allegedly and accordingly he doesn't really watch anybody else's channel. He'll say that, but you know, I know he knows Ken, and I also now suddenly when I was watching some of those Justin Horville videos, the Hell's Headbanger dude, Adam's in every single one of them, and apparently he sent them a mixtape. You saw that one, right, Brian? The Reaper metal thing where they did they're talking about it. They're like, did you get that thing from that Adam? What'd they call him? They called him something funny like Schellenberg or something like that.
Oh,
And
because they're supposed to do an interview. This was a while ago.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to do an interview with him, but now he's talking to him all the time, and they're back and forth. And I don't know whether he's just setting that up so he can get Els to start sending him shit, or Justin doesn't seem like a guy that's going to send shit out to people for free.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's.
Justin seems like a complete dumbass, is what he seems like.
Well, we talked about that earlier, and I'm sure that's going to come back to haunt me too, because I just can't get into anybody that's sitting on a YouTube stream and uses the word gay every third word to describe people that he doesn't know.
I don't think he watches because if you watch the way he reads questions, like some of these names, he doesn't. Like, and these are YouTubers and people out there, and he doesn't recognize anybody really.
No,
you know,
it's always the same sort of intro. What's up, fucking devils? Another goddamn fucking video, and it's like, what, dude? I'm like, I keep thinking,
got
how
back
much
from the gym, fucking roiding out.
I keep thinking, how many fucking roids did you do? He's a big dude. I have no idea how tall he is. He'd probably beat my fucking ass in the New York.
Let me tell you guys, Goat Moon. I heard from a friend, they're not racist. They just, they're just really into their country. Here's a song about 88 dead Jews by Goat Moon. Obviously not anti-Semitic.
Okay, that's not
different Jews, not like the race Jews. Like I think they're like shrews, except
that's not bad because there's tons of bands that are anti-Christian, so why can't
that's right? That's okay. Being anti-Christian, why can't you be anti-Jew? Here's another one. That satanic war master of Aryan blood and fire. That's not racist at all. I mean, come on. They only. Don't you understand that the swastika goes back way further than the fucking German Empire, or the Nazi Empire? It goes way back to like biblical times, like back when dinosaurs walked the earth.
If you trace it back, it really means peace. So these guys are good guys.
Oh Christ, we're all gonna suffer. You know this. We're all gonna suffer from this now. We're all gonna be like. All these fucking guys that watch their channel are gonna fucking be ratting us out like those dudes are shitting all over you, man.
Nick will just have to delete the stream.
Oh yeah,
the stream's gonna stay up.
Well, I mean, I ain't fucking deleting my stream. I'm not deleting my stream. I'm not a goddamn pussy. Fuck that. I
haven't deleted a single stream. And I've said
I
a lot
ain't gay like that.
What are they gonna do? Unsubscribe from me?
Yeah, exactly.
My 125 subscribers, a big fucking deal. The fucking 10 of them that watch my videos when I make them will still watch them.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, honestly,
I don't know, man.
It's how you portray yourself on camera too. And I mean, I pretty much I am what I am here and on the videos. Like, really, we don't hide who we are, and maybe we should sometimes, but we don't. But I don't think. We're not gonna take any hardline stances on racism and fucking like homophobia. Like that's not us. We're not those people. But
here's the thing, though, Nick. I mean, you guys amongst yourself as four dudes do make homoerotic jokes, i.e., you bust on each other about stuff like that. But you don't call people gay. Because if you call people gay, that kind of tells me what you think about gay people.
Right.
And if you're going, that dude's a homo, or those people, and he's used that word homo before in his streams too. And it's like, that tells me all I need to know about what quality of person you are. And Brian said it best. He hasn't grown up beyond 13 or 14, man, when we all did that shit in high school.
Yeah.
And, we all probably use that F word in high school too, right? Did we stop using that word when we grew up and realized it was a really demeaning term? Like, you guys walk around and use the N word to anybody in common daily language at all?
No. Okay, I mean, even telling a story that, well, he said, that word, and I'm not saying it.
Right.
But I mean, here's the thing. Like, I as some of you know, my child is
you know, you all know the story, okay?
Yeah.
And you know, it's made me highly sensitive to now to things that, frankly, when I was a teenager or maybe even in my early 20s, I might have said, "Oh, you're acting like a fag." It's a demeaning term. It's not cool. Nothing about it's cool at all. It's fucking bullshit. And if you're still using those kind of terms in your 20s and 30s and 40s as an adult, there's something fucking wrong with you, man.
Yep.
And you wouldn't go walking around using the N-word in any in outside of maybe a very close circle of friends. And if you are using it with a close circle of friends, well, then you're probably a racist if you're using that word. And if you're using the F word, and even if you use the word you're gay to describe somebody, you're basically implying that there's something wrong with them, right?
Yeah.
So,
unless you're telling them they're happy.
Well,
They
there is that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we kind of ruined that one.
But yeah, we
humanity.
did kind
of dead.
I never want to use
But I
it
mean-
for happy though. Like it's just not a preferred word I want to use. Just
Right.
Exactly.
like, I feel weird.
Happy. Just say happy. It's worth
Did-
just
did you
the
guys,
extra syllable.
Did you guys see the other shit with Hellsad Fingers, his brother?
Yeah.
That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
Well, I got to be honest with you, Jake. If you really did, I did watch the episode where he brought all that shit out, the second episode, and sadly, it does seem like the girlfriend is a bit of a whack job, and it also
Well-
seems like she's been arrested multiple times for domestic issues. So there's something going on there, and I'm not gonna get
I didn't watch the
into-
whole video, so I didn't hear how he justified it. But to fucking lay hands on, he was 18, but you know, a kid with mental disabilities, that's fucked up.
Well, I
Right, yeah.
agree.
And I don't know. I didn't hear what. I stopped the video before he got into
Well,
that.
let's
I
put
was
it this way.
done
Let's
with
put it this way. She was arrested that day for throwing shit at the brother, and she was actually hauled in after being warned by the police for her behavior. And frankly, it's not a good look for her at all. That doesn't necessarily. We don't know exactly what has gone on prior to that. And you know, I'm not in any way. And I did see some other things regarding this woman that she's been in scrapes with other people, other females that have called her out for harassment.
Let me ask you this, Jeff. Then, and you know that stuff. If that stuff is true, what kind of person would be engaged to somebody like that?
Well, he's not. He
Because
left
they were
her.
engaged.
Right. He left her.
So
and
it was probably a give and take both
I
ways.
think there's blame to go around on both sides. I'm pretty sure. And look, we see what kind of guy the Hell's Headbanger dude is, the main guy. His brother Chase, the one with the long hair, seems a lot more quieter and more reserved, but I've seen him
Is that the
use
guy
those.
that does the
Reaper. Yeah. He's a little bit more low key. He's not a roid head. So,
Yeah.
Well,
he seems smart enough not to get into the so-called weeds in his videos. He knows
right.
how to keep it,
Exactly.
where he's not getting shit.
But the thing is, I'm not saying this because I don't believe her, but I
Right.
think there's blame to go around on both sides on this one, and I think that how she might have handled it might not have been the best way to go about this.
Oh yeah.
He did bring one big point up that when she claimed she went to the hospital and was raped, that the next day the cops were at the house and she never brought any of that up and had ample opportunity to do that. So, but here again, we aren't in that house. We don't know what's really happening.
Yeah.
We don't. I'm not blaming either way there, but I see enough out of this Justin Cat that I can tell you guys one straight up thing. I don't care if every rarity in the metal world passed through Hell's Headbangers. I won't be shopping there. I just won't be.
Yeah. That Satanic War Master video basically was the last, straw
Fuck
for
that
me.
garbage, man. Fuck
I
that
was like,
fucking
all
garbage.
right, I'm done. Like I knew they had that kind
Sketchy.
of shit in their shop, but I was
Sketchy.
like, okay, they're probably just, distro anything type of guys. Then he made that video. I'm like, oh no, he truly
supports
thinks
it. He supports
it.
Yeah. And there's also a lot of fairly good evidence out there that he's behind the whole Werewolf Records financial situation. That
So that's another thing that the girlfriend said was
Yeah,
that they're
yeah.
the financiers.
That part I kind of believe. That part I do believe. But I do
Yeah.
think that she might be a bit of a whack job. And by that I mean I'm not calling into question her Well,
honestly.
no, I am. I am. I'm calling into question her character because
They might-
seeing that police report proved to me one thing. The police saw in her some problems, some real issues.
But
and
all right. To play devil's advocate on this, you guys remember that story of the girl here in Utah, the Florida couple that went
Yeah.
missing?
the Gabby
Yeah.
Petito girl.
The cops visited them down in Moab,
Yep.
and the whole thing, the boyfriend played it all off that she was, having a psychotic episode and stuff. And
She was
my
ill.
girlfriend, who has had a manipulative ex they had some issues.
Uh-oh.
She's like, oh, this is the exact same shit that they play with the cops. They turn it all on you, make you look like the psycho.
Somebody's.
And so,
Oh no.
Oh
Now
no!
go fuck yourself.
D.
Oh no!
Go fuck
D,
yourself, you
D,
pussy.
D,
D is
come on, D,
upset.
sweetie,
You know what?
sweetie,
D was super nice.
Go,
sweet
go
little
cry
D
to your fucking.
cupcakes.
D was
Yeah,
Don't
super
be
go cry
like
to
nice.
your
that.
fuck. Go cry to your
Where's D?
fucking boyfriends, then, man. Don't fucking come
You
at
can't
me,
troll
bro.
me, D. I am the troll.
Yes.
That's
you're
right.
right. Good luck.
The
Here, blow me up a
Point-
sec, Nick. Blow me up a
Oh
sec, Nick, real
God!
quick.
Oh, wait,
It's
hold on
happening.
here.
See this, DD?
You gotta turn the light on.
Eat my fucking cock. There you go.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness! Oh, he called you
Well, there
butthurt. No, not
Oh
that.
no.
D.
There-
Go
Those
ahead, man.
words
What is
cut
it that-
D.
We're getting
Salve, right? That's what they used to
damn
put
it,
on butts?
damn it, Thralls! You guys are down to 9,999 subscribers
Yeah.
now.
Oh
Oh,
no!
no.
We're gonna have to wait for that
D.
$100 gift card now. Got to wait for that
Right?
$100 gift
Way to
card.
go, D.
Damn
You
it.
fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah. What a D
But-
bag.
So no
Go ahead,
content.
finish
The
your thought,
content is
Jake.
gone.
Anyways, my point, Jeff, is that oftentimes
We're edgy.
manipulative men can
I get it.
make the girlfriend seem
I get it.
psycho to the cops, because the cops come in, and if you play, girls have it. Whichever person in the relationship seems to be more emotional in the situation,
Right.
the cops think that they're, overreacting. So if you're calm, they take your story
I got you.
more seriously.
There's a lot of manipulation going on there, and I
Yeah.
believe you're probably right about that. However,
And-
I would suggest not because I would suggest just in this case that you watch that particular video about what he lays out as proof,
right.
and it's pretty, in my mind's eye, it's pretty definitive that she actually assaulted the guy in front of the cops, and they witnessed it. And if you're gonna do that, that may be. Haven't you gone away yet, Didi? Come on.
No,
man.
he's
Seriously.
still here. He's
still here.
serious.
He's on
Wait,
Crybabies
so
now.
who's the butthurt one?
Yeah.
If he's still around.
Oh,
He's
Yeah.
still butthurt.
Wait, hold on.
Yep.
Is that like our dwarves' names? Like someone's edgy dwarf, your butthurt dwarf? Who's loser dwarf?
Here, I have
Not me.
a suggestion. I have a
It might be
suggestion
me.
for Didi. I have a suggestion for Didi. Listen up closely here. Eat a bag of dicks.
The entire bag.
You know, you can
Good
send
entire
somebody a
bag.
bag of dicks. I'm gonna send you that.
Can
link.
you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, gummy dicks.
Gummy dicks. You
Please.
can send somebody confetti
Yep.
dicks.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
That's
Wait,
real. Like
glitter
a
So
dicks?
confetti on 'em.
anyway, Jake,
Oh, yeah, dude.
Jake, I wanna make one thing clear though. In no way, shape, or form am I disregarding or denigrating the fact that there are a lot of people, a lot of women out there, and some men that are abused and in abusive relationships, and they become codependent. They become codependent, whether it's financial, emotional, situational, whatever.
Later,
Good
brother.
thinking, man.
Yeah.
The bottom line is that there are people that are abused, and usually there's a codependence of abuse that's going on there. It's going back and forth.
Absolutely.
But I do think there are people, we'll just say, of both sexes in relationships that dominate the way things are looked at by the outside world, and therefore, you know as well as I do that there are situations. There are gold digger people out there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
yeah.
that can go both ways. It's usually thought of as a woman is a gold digger on a man, but there's dudes that glom onto women that make a lot of money Oh, fuck off, man! You fucking homo! Get out of here! Get out of here! Get rid of him, man!
Hold on.
There, I said the word homo to you because you're accusing us of being that. What a dick, man! Fuck off.
I mean, we can only talk about music so much. I mean,
Yeah,
we're
we're
talking about,
That's
fucking real
Right.
world issues. We're having a fucking adult discussion. So
Yeah, if you want to
piss
go
off.
back, if you want to go back up your boys over at Hell's Headbangers, go for it, man. I don't give a shit.
And,
They're
you
never
know,
getting any of my fucking money.
I mean,
And you
it
can
seems
send them
you're
my
up
way,
pretty
man. I
late,
don't
'cause
give a fuck.
This screams kid.
Yeah.
Well, it probably is. It could be. Who
or
cares?
or
Let that be.
another Justin Horrible type that's 40 years old but has the mindset of a 13-year-old.
Yeah. How's it sound when I call you a homo? It's just like him calling everybody else homos that he doesn't like. So I mean, the bottom line is, dude, we just don't particularly care for this guy. And what's really funny is he's racking up subscribers like mad right now because all these people are like, oh, listen, he's got all these great stories about his black metal buddies and his fucking death metal exploits, and that's cool, but why is everybody a poser if they don't fucking like what you like, or they're not extreme like you, or I don't get that
Inclusivity,
shit,
not
so-
exclusivity. That's something we like, in terms of like thralls too, is like, yeah, man, we say pretty much, hey, like, like what you like, enjoy the music, whatever it is. Like, if you love something that we don't, that doesn't mean you have to stop loving it. That's fucking
Right.
stupid.
Right. We encourage people to have their own opinions. These are
Yeah.
just ours. We're just sharing our opinions.
And,
If you don't like what we have to say, that's totally fine. It's not going to keep me up at night.
No.
Because-
Well, I mean,
because D thinks we're
whether
losers.
this creates a backlash or not with one or two dudes out there, I think that honestly, at the heart of the matter, we started this talking about Schnell, and I don't think Schnell is like this horrible human being. I really don't. I think he's generally an okay guy. It's just that I think he goes about what he's doing. He's kind of in my opinion, he's a bit of a user. That's the issue I have with him. With this other guy and how he's flashed onto the scene suddenly in January and February, I've just seen enough out of him. I just don't want to partake in any of it. And at this point, I've tapped out. Brian and I were talking about the other day. I'm like, dude, I just don't want to watch any of his videos because I don't want to lend any credence to it. And I'm kind of out, And I honestly, when I say this is not a lie. I've never ordered anything from Hell's, not because I knew they were sketch or they carried sketch. I just never did. And the only time I've ever bought anything from him was at a Decibel Fest back in 19. I bought one CD, and I just, for me now, it's just not something I'm going to do. I don't care if they're carrying every rarity in the book that I really want. I just won't go there.
Yeah.
Well,
I've definitely ordered a lot.
I've spent a lot of money at Hell's Headbangers, but
Same.
I have too.
I that's the only video of from that channel I watched was the Satanic Horror Master one, because Rick sent it my way because he knew I'd be kind of interested in what he had to say. The
Why would it be
controversy
very
there.
controversial? I'm like, oh shit,
That'll show us.
this is gonna separate a lot of people.
Go
Don't
for it,
have to
DD. Nobody says you can't, man. Nobody's stopping
Yeah,
you.
go for it.
Go
What
for
you
it.
need to do,
Spend
bro.
all
It's
your
like
money.
I said it. I made a video about anti-fascist blackmail, and I say in there, I'm like, I'm not gonna cut off a friend because he listens to a band that's sketchy to me. But there's channels where 90% of the shit they're showing is National Socialist black metal. I'm like,
Well, that
all right,
Motley
I'm
Crue
fucking out
Forever,
on these
that
guys.
Motley Crue Forever dude shows nothing but that shit, man.
Yeah, and like I subscribed to him for a while, and early on I was watching him. I'm like, all right, this guy seems like an okay guy. And then I kind of got privy to what kind of shit he was showing. I'm like, all right, no, I'm out.
There was another dude. What was that one
Yeah.
guy? Brian, you may remember this guy, or Rick, you might too. There was a dude, I think he was in Europe somewhere. I want to say maybe Belgium or France or something like that. And he always showed like the sketchiest of sketch. Bald-headed dude, talk with an accent pretty strong, would always smoke cigarettes. while he was showing the stuff. I'm surprised Rick doesn't know it because I know I seem to recall you tell. I want to say his name was like Baron von Werthrop or something. I know that's not it. No,
I'll probably never sub them or anything.
Wait, did he have a monocle
too?
It's like a
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Colonel.
They're
It
going
wasn't
over
Colonel
the
Klink.
Central.
It wasn't Colonel Klink.
Oh, Joe, like this.
I know nothing. But no, I
Go
mean,
for
he
it.
would show a bunch of
De-investigate
stuff.
me.
He was totally into the werewolf thing. Every werewolf thing was something he showed. And I watched maybe 1 or 2 episodes. I'm like, man, I looked some of this stuff up because I didn't know what it was. And then I started looking. I'm like, man, this shit is fucking sketchy as fuck. Again, you want to like that stuff? You want to align yourself with it? It's a free fucking world. It's a free country. Do what you want to do. Just like you have the right to tell us you're going to Hell's Headbangers to buy everything you want, we have the right to say we're not going there. So, and it makes us pussies because we're babies and we don't want to go there? I mean, these guys admitted they shop there. I don't, and I won't.
I've spent hundreds of dollars there.
And I guess I'm a pussy for that. Whatever, dude. I don't give
we
a
might
fuck.
have skeletons in our closet, and they're all human skeletons, D.
Oh, then
they're all human
Yeah.
skeletons, D.
That's not saying we don't have something in our collections that some people would consider sketch.
Yeah.
I
Oh, yeah.
probably have some things that
It
especially
slips.
how you know,
There's shit that slipped by me. There's shit that I didn't know was sketch when and early on when I was collecting, I didn't, investigate shit. I didn't care. I was like,
Yeah,
all right,
there
that
was-
sounds
It's
cool.
a whole
And I-
different thing to have.
And then I
It's a whole-
fucking, learned a little bit about how prevalent it is in
But there's a big
certain
difference.
sectors of black metal, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna check this out because I'm buying physical copies. I'm sending these guys fucking money. I don't want my money going to something
Supporting them.
that I 100% vehemently disagree with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And not
don't
only
want
that, like
my
I have
money
some,
going to the Azov battalion or whatever the fuck that's called, the Nazi battalion in Ukraine, which that's a different story. We're not going to go into fucking
yeah,
Ukraine.
I have 1 or 2 Despo Omega things that I didn't know have any idea who Miko Aspa was. Once I found out who he was, that was it. I was done. I never went back there, and I never will.
And
But
this-
not. But again, I'm one of those guys that doesn't want to play the whole game of, well, I can support the artist, but not the artist. What's the message behind it? It's like,
separate
no,
the
if you're
artist
supporting,
the art
I
from the
can
art.
support the art, not the artist, or whatever.
Yeah.
Separate
Well,
the art from
that's-
the artist.
you can't separate that. That's bullshit. Not if you're giving them money. And that's how I look at that. But if you want to do it, that's cool. Go for it, man. But
It's Brain Smasher said in one of his videos, you can't separate your money from the artist
yeah,
when you buy their music from them.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, and I mean that's kind of how I look at it. I'm just not down for it. But you want to do it, DD, knock yourself out. Nobody said you
Yeah.
couldn't. Nobody's trying to stop you from doing it. And I
You're-
don't even know what you're still doing here if you don't
And
agree with what we're
you're-
saying.
Well,
You're
he's
right about
warning
that.
us about. Wait, are these the Ukrainian Nazis that live on the moon? I've heard about them. The ones that
Yeah.
drink the goblin blood.
Oh, those
Yeah,
guys.
and you know what else? You know what
Yeah.
the American government is
Ukraine
doing
Nazis.
too? They're funding all these bioweapons in the Ukraine so we can attack that wonderful guy, Vladimir Putin, because he's such a fucking swell dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
But
what
his
the
last name
American
was pronounced
government's doing.
Pustain. It's not.
Shit.
Shit, I've been
just
saying it
made-
wrong this entire time.
Shit.
You just made that up, didn't you, Nick? You just made
Yeah.
that up. You are
I'm clever.
you are really
He's-
sharp, man.
Yeah,
Well,
Nick's a sharp tack.
Well, daylight
Uh,
savings has hit.
gotta wake up
People
early,
who live
early in the
glass
afternoon to get
houses.
ahead of
I'll
me.
tell you what, D. I'll tell you
Hey,
what,
listen.
D. I might have flaws, but none of my flaws are that I think a certain subsector of human beings are lesser than me.
Yeah.
So I'll live in my glass house. I don't.
Well, I do. I do.
I
I
put a
kind
turret on
of
mine.
think.
It's a very large turret.
I do. I kind of think Devin's a little beneath me, but that's just positionally right now. I mean, that's just how it works. We can put
Okay,
him
you
over
look
here.
at- you look
Actually,
at Butch
I'm
Shoulder
gonna.
Blade,
Well,
okay.
I want to wrap this up because it is getting close to 5
Yeah,
a.m.
it's 4:30.
Yeah.
and I gotta.
4:30 in the
You
morning.
hit.
Yeah, I
Daylight
know. I
savings
didn't. I
hit.
just looked. I was like, "Holy shit, is that for real?" Because
Well,
yeah,
that's
we
'cause
just
it bounced at
skipped
2
ahead in
o'clock.
time.
Yeah.
But
So-
yeah, fucking daylight savings.
So,
But,
Dee,
yeah,
you want to go?
It's
You wanna go let
important
Justin
to
know?
note real quick. Opinions of people on this stream do not reflect the opinions of Thralls of Metal.
That's true.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
Except for the
Well
goblin
done.
blood thing. We all love goblin blood here. Right?
Well done.
I get it
Yeah,
by the
man.
gallon.
Well, Nick, thanks for taking over
Oh,
and making a
not a
new
problem,
stream. And I'm sure we won a lot of friends over tonight.
This has been entertaining.
sure.
I think D's gonna be a fast friend. There's something about him. There's just a spirit, something
Yes.
burning within him.
I think D's going to be around to stay, and I am so excited to have D here.
So you're really
Hey,
excited
D.
about having D
Thank
with you? Having D
D,
near
make sure you subscribe to Metal Madness 66. I'm sure you'll love all my content.
you?
Make sure you
I'm
subscribe
great.
to everybody
Because
sitting here.
if you think
I
I'm a
don't
prick
even
here,
have a
you'll
channel.
still think I'm a prick over there on my channel. Because you know what? I'm a prick, and it's okay. I embrace it. I embrace my prickness.
He does.
That sounds
Yeah.
dirty. Anyway.
Anyway, kids, good to hang with you all. Devin, it was good to
All right.
see you finally jumping
Yeah,
on
it's
with
good to
us.
see you,
And
Devin.
Yeah.
John, Jake, Papa Rick,
Jingleheimer
Rick
Oh,
Papa
his name
Rick
is my name,
Moranis.
too.
Hey Jeff, I got the
Uh-oh.
ready to go for you, man.
Oh,
What's
holy
that?
shit.
Oh, nice.
Is it a severed human head?
Turds? Is it a
well,
bag of turds?
He didn't request it, but you're gonna blow the surprise. So Jeff,
Oh
you
shit!
can have coming your way.
I'm sorry. Damn it! I
Ah,
fucked up.
God.
You ruined it again, Nick.
It's
Hey,
a
Rick.
box
Did.
of Elf Headbangers
Rick, you're
gift
getting me in
card.
the
He's slipping
feels,
by the time
man.
you get there. Just
You're
saying.
getting me in the feels, Rick. Well, I appreciate it, dude. You know you didn't have to jump right on that, but
No, it's actually Stefan's head. He killed Stefan, put his head in the box.
you know, I'm
Wait.
kind of surprised Stefan didn't hit one of us up tonight. I'm really shocked.
No, he
didn't.
didn't.
Although I didn't announce it, so maybe that's why. But Stefan's a good kid. I like Stefan.
Yeah.
He's a good kid. I don't want to blag on him.
Yeah, no,
He's,
7 kid.
See you guys.
Yeah, he is. So,
Night.
Brian,
Yeah.
good to see
I
you,
want to
bro.
wrap this up.
Yep.
Thank you
Peace
all
out,
for joining
boys.
once again. Always fun.
Later.
It's a great
You
time.
guys take her easy.
Hugs. Yes.
Fuck you,
Especially
D.
you, D.
Draw my name tomorrow.